Well, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Morning Glow. Welcome to another episode of The Morning Glow. Not in here by myself today. Not in here by myself today. Look here. We got the bishop with us. We got the bishop Gregory Adams. I call him Ori. In here with in here with us today. We are what we do on Friday. This is what we call Black Friday. This is Black Friday. So what we do, we are talk about everything that is business related. All you have to do is give us a call, 678-381-1973. 678-381-1973. Let's talk some business. You got a business going on, you got a business idea you want to talk about, you have an event that's going on, or whatever you got going on. We want you to give us a call, 678-381-1973. Did you hear me what I said? 678-381-1973. Now, for the ones that missed me, for the ones in the cheap seats, the ones that's in the cheap seat, I want to say it to you so you can hear it as well. 678-381-1973. Bishop, what's going on, sir? How you doing this morning?
Man, I'm blessed. Glad to be able to be here with you today,
Yes, sir.
man. Bring the good news
The
of
good news.
what
Yes,
we
sir.
got going on.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. We're gonna kick this thing off. We're gonna cover it up. And you know what? Let me show you something, Bishop. Let me show you something real quick. Look across the screen right there. Let me show you something real quick. Let me see here. We're gonna go on the TV here. We're gonna go on the TV. Let's see what we got here. See, hey, y'all bear with me for a second. I'm trying to show Bishop something here. And I want to let y'all know too that the phone lines are open, 678-381-1973. 678-381-1973. Y'all give us a call and let us know what y'all think about what we got going on over here. Let me show Bishop something. Let me show Bishop something. Bishop might not know about this right here.
Oh, look at you.
The Bishop might not know about this right here. Bishop might not know about this right here. See, he didn't know that we could go directly on TV too. So people could go to their living rooms.
Right.
People go straight to their living rooms and see us in the living room. Let me turn it down. I got the volume up. Yeah. See, Bishop didn't know that. See, that's something else. See, I've been working behind the scenes. See, people didn't know, right there. And I want to tell you all as well. You could go to Twitch TV, go to DKM Media Group, go to DKM Media Group, and you can actually watch us live right there in your living room. You ain't gotta have your computer, you ain't gotta have your apps, you ain't gotta have none of that stuff. You go straight to your living room go straight in your living room on your TV that's in your house, and you actually be able to see us right here on the, let me show Bishop. Hold on, let me show Bishop over there. Let's see, look at that. Hold on, let me see. Turn the camera a little bit right there so you can see what Bishop. There you go right there.
Man.
There you go right there. See the whole thing about it. See, people don't understand. People don't understand what we got going. See, God, the way God do it in a mighty way. God do it in a mighty way. See, people say, well, look here. Well, I can't see you because I don't have my computer or I don't have my app or I don't. Do you have your TV?
That's right.
Are you at home? Yeah, I'm at home, but I don't feel like going upstairs and turning their computer on and I ain't got my phone because my phone, my battery gonna die. Well, you ain't got to worry about all that. You got a TV? Well, go on your TV and watch us on your TV. We live right now. Watch this. I'm gonna tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to lift my hand and take my hand and I'm going to touch my nose. Watch this. Bam. Give it a second. It's a couple of second delay, and in a second or two, you're gonna see my hand. Oh,
there you go.
What I say to you. So y'all, we actually could go. You actually go there, and you can actually listen to us right here. Or you can watch us right there on your TV in your living room. And not only that, we can be on a lot of different platforms. So we're building over here. God is blessing this thing in a mighty way. He said, if you be obedient, what did he say about obedience? Obedience is better than what?
Sacrifice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so if you be obedient, then absolutely you will be able to you will reap the benefits. Bishop, what do you think about that, man? What do you think about it?
Talk to me. I'm gonna tell you, I'm looking at this screen right here.
Yes, sir.
And I'm just wondering. I mean, it looks real nice, but why are you the only one on there?
But we trying to put the I'm talking about.
I'm just trying to figure out why you the only one on the TV.
What I'm talking about.
I'm gonna have to call Howard Stern and see how him and April do it because I think they be putting her.
She don't like him. She don't like him. She don't like him.
She been working with him a long time.
She making a check. That's how she pay.
Hey, long as she getting that.
No, that's how she put the macaroni on the table.
Well, why? I'm sitting here. I ain't getting no check.
Huh?
I ain't getting no check.
But you got macaroni yesterday, remember? You got IHOP last week, remember? Come on now, come on now, recognize what you recognize. Now recognize what you recognize. Did you get IHOP the other day?
Hey,
good then.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you got your fifth cup of coffee when you was over there. You sure did. You sure did. I'm just saying. Now, Bishop, this is Black Friday. Now, let's talk something about business. So people, they come in today, and they want to hear something about business. So what I want you. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna turn this camera around on you, and let you tell these people about business and what you know about business, because you've been in. What people don't realize, you've been in business on a whole lot of different levels.
Yeah, that's true.
People don't realize that. People don't understand the magnitude of that big old head got something in it. Did I say that out loud? Oh my God.
That's okay. I accept it.
Okay, well, let me turn it. I'm gonna turn the camera and give you the there you go. It's on you.
All right. Well, you got to put the camera all on me, man. It's supposed to be us.
Nah, you got it.
Oh my goodness, get out of here, boy! I tell you the truth. I don't know. You act up a lot of mornings.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Lord Jesus, that's why I call in more so than I come in. But you talk about business. Business is something that I encourage those who have an entrepreneurial mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to focus on what they want to do, get a plan of action together, and go forth and try to bring it to fruition. You can't. You have an idea, and I try to tell people a lot of times, you have this dream and you want to do stuff, but you don't move forward to do it. And I call it dreams deferred, dreams denied. If you don't follow your dream to establish your own business, then trust me, you're going to regret it down the road. And when you do, put a plan of action together and follow it through. Work towards trying to build a better life for you and your family, or more so for yourself, if anything. But I have a degree in business management, and I've been very successful in a lot of things I've done. I worked for corporate America, and I ran several companies of my own. And we did very well, me and my wife. I ain't gonna just take all the credit, because the Bible said he that finds a wife finds a good thing. So I believe I have a great thing to work with me so that we can be successful in what we're doing. And we brought our brilliant minds together and made things happen in our life. So I appreciate that. Same thing here. You're a businessman, because this is your business. Broadcasting.
Hold on now. Let me turn this camera around for a second. Let me put this thing so we can see both of us here. I'm trying to fix it in a way here. Now you said something that you said, I'm trying to fix this angle this thing in a way, but you said something that you say we brought our business minds together. You say we brought our business minds together.
Yeah, okay. I'm waiting.
Lady J, I'm glad you brought your mind in with it. I'm so glad you brought your mind, Lord, my Jesus. I'm glad you brought your mind, because I'm gonna tell you something. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Good morning.
Good morning. Who we got?
Yeah.
Look,
it's a weekend, baby.
Come on now. And I'm telling everybody, and Christy, I didn't tell you this, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you now. Let the kid out the bag. Because Bishop in the studio with us this morning as well, and I blew his mind, because what I did, I pulled up DKM Media Group on the television.
Okay.
And we've been and it blew his mind, because he didn't know that we was gonna be on TV. He had no idea. He's shaking his head no right now. If you're looking at the TV, you can see him shaking his head no. He had no idea. But that's what we do. That's what we do. We actually on television as well as and so and one of the reasons why we don't want people to say, well, we didn't have the computer up, or we didn't have the phone and phone to kill the battery, or we didn't have the app and all that stuff. Go to your living room, go on your television in your living room, and you can watch DKM Media Group right there. What'd you say, Bishop?
Hey, I'm sitting here watching it right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to send this message out to all my friends on Facebook. Hey, y'all need to be tuning in.
Exactly.
So if I seem distracted, that's why I am distracted, because I want everybody to pay attention to DKM Media Group.
Yes, sir.
And associates like Christy, myself, Leonard, Kurt, Rico,
it's a team
Donald,
sport. It's a team sport, bro.
And Minister Neil.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I think his birthday coming up.
Yeah, his birthday's today. Happy birthday, Minister Neil. Shout out.
Man, I know that's right. Happy birthday, young man. What, you turned 35?
Nah, that man ain't number 22. Turned 22 today. 22 today.
All right, now. Bless his heart.
He'll call in and get me on that.
Happy birthday to ya. It's your birthday. Happy birthday to ya.
Come on now.
It's your birthday. Don't listen to it.
Oh Lord, this girl is really trying to sing this morning. This girl is really trying to sing. Tawanda, good morning, Tawanda. How you doing this morning?
I'm tired.
It's okay. Yes, we all tired. Look at, I'm gonna tell you something. That the election got me tired. On top of all the work that I'm doing, the election got me tired, because I'm having to deal with this foolery But I'm glad. I think Georgia finally came around. She be coming around the mountain when she come, and I think she's coming around the mountain right now. And I think she about to end. They say it ain't over till the fat lady sings.
Oh my God.
That what they say.
That what they say.
Yeah, that what they say.
I hope they don't say it like that.
Well, they can't say it as good, but everybody gotta have their own lane. Everybody can't sing good as me.
Oh, okay.
Everybody can't sing like me, man. Come on now.
That's true.
Tawanda, tell them what I said, Tawanda. Uh-oh, she got quiet.
I don't know what you said.
But listen, this is Black Friday. I'm glad everybody's here, and you got more people that's gonna come in as well. And if anybody that's listening to us right now, if you're listening via internet, if you listen to Facebook, if you listen to all the different platforms, or even if you're listening on the television itself, you can give us a call 678-381-1973, 678-381-1973. We're talking business. This is Black Friday, so anything business, we will talk about it in its entirety. Now, Tawanda, tell us about Black Friday. What exactly is Black Friday?
Black Friday is a show that I created on another show, just briefly talking about Black economics and how long the Black dollar stayed within the Black community. So I decided that one of the issues was nobody knew who y'all was, man. Nobody knew who y'all was, and one knew the products that you and services that you had. So one of the things where we thought that we could help out was to have a show where people could call in and promote their business for free.
Absolutely. Now, Christian, how much of a benefit is it that a person to have a business or an event or something like that, they could call into a broadcast to a station like this, broadcasting in 58 countries, and get free advertising? How important is that, Christian?
Oh my God, that's priceless. To be able to come on a platform and to be able to advertise, but not only advertise, but to get good tips. If you first starting out your business and you unsure about some things, and this show or this broadcast would definitely help you to put some things in perspective. And I know I've learned so much just by tuning in and just by being a part of it. Tawanda has really shed some light on a lot of things. So I'm very appreciative of the Friday broadcast.
Absolutely. And likewise. Bishop, what's on your heart?
Listen to what you're saying and talking about it. And thank you for introducing this or having it brought forth on this particular platform so that we can educate and enlighten other individuals about business. And as I was speaking earlier, when you put me on the spot talking about me having a business, running a business, or working for Fortune 500 companies, I was in a management position, so I had to run these people business so that they can make money, so I can make money.
Yeah.
And the fun thing about it, that's what made me really get into business for myself. Working for other folks, making them all those big millions of dollars.
Yep.
And I'm not a millionaire. But I figured, hey, let me go ahead and get me some of these peanuts.
Exactly.
I was just about to say, you can let the cat out of the bag. You're a millionaire. I want to borrow some money. I want you to invest in my company.
Come on. Tell them stop playing. Tell them just stop playing. Bring the money around. Stop playing.
Wow. I'm not a millionaire. I'm just a nair.
Lord, my Jesus. Lord. But and that's
I'm 100 and
Hey, gotta start somewhere. But my thing is this right here. What we need to do is we really need to keep concentrating on the things that we have before us, because a lot of times and what happened is, and a person could say, and I love when somebody say I'm 100-aire, I'm 1,000-aire, because I'm on my way to becoming a millionaire. I'm on my way to actually becoming that millionaire. And so you have to take those steps, and there's certain things that you have to do in the course of that if you miss a step, it can mess up that decimal point.
Sure can.
If you miss one step, Tawanda, it can mess up that decimal point. What do you say to that?
I agree.
Hold on, she cleared her throat.
I agree.
She cleared her throat. She about to tell us something. Go ahead, girl. She about to tell us something now. She cleared her. Let me clear my throat. Oh, I'm sorry. But
let me clear my throat. No, I agree 100%. I think that one of the biggest lessons that people will learn is that It just doesn't happen overnight. I think that people are under the impression that you start this business today and tomorrow you're going to be profitable. And for some people it is. It's like that. But the majority of those people already had a platform established. The majority of those people already knew a lot of people and was already networking. You can't just open up a business and expect people to know who you are. You can't just open up a business and think that everything is going to run smoothly. That's one of the things I tell people every week when people say, oh, just open a business. And I encourage everybody to just open a business, but saying it just like that, it sounds like it's easy, and it's not.
No.
This is somebody that has a few businesses, about to open up 2 more businesses, but it's just because it's fun for me, but it's not it's not fun for everybody else. It's a lot of hard work, and it's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. It's a lot of late nights and early mornings. It's a lot of no sleep. It's a lot of things. So it's not cut out for. It's just not cut out for everybody. But for the people that want to put in the work, it's amazing. It's an amazing experience. Even if some people get discouraged because they go through their first month or second month and they're not making any profit. So sometimes, the majority of the time when you first start out, you're going to lose more than you're going to gain. Especially if you're in like this new technology world where you don't have time to learn. If you don't have time to learn like all these different services and stuff like that, and you buy these services, then you might be in the negative. So that's one of the things that I hate when people just say, "Oh, just start a business," like it's like just something like walking or breathing. It's not that easy, and I want people to know. I encourage everybody to do it, but it's hard work. It's dedication. It's long nights. It's getting up early. You might not go to sleep at all. So.
See, and the thing about it, what a lot of people don't understand that, and like we was talking about those steps, Bishop, I want you to enlighten us a little bit on this. If you miss one of those steps along the course, it is a lot of work. It takes a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of dedication. And sometimes people say, well, I want to be the boss and blah. But when you're the boss,
it costs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, it really does. And so, you say, well, I was working 10 hours over here, day 12. So if you're the boss, you may end up 14, 16-hour days. Because it have to go a certain way.
Yes, sir.
You have to make sure that everything goes a certain way and goes according to plans. And not only that, make sure that you and everybody else is doing the things that they're supposed to do, so you don't miss that step. Talk to me, Bishop.
You're so right, and I like what you want to say it, because you don't start a business and think, oh, I'm gonna go from 0 to 100.
Yeah.
There's a process, and if you do miss a step, then you basically got to start all the way back over.
Exactly.
So that's why I tell you, you put all your ducks in a row and all your numbers lined up, and then you move forward. I look at it, if I started a business, if I made $1 profit, I made a profit.
Yeah.
But if I lose and I'm steadily losing, then I'm not running a successful business. I need to reevaluate myself.
Bishop, let me ask you, explain to them what it means to be in the red and what it means to be in the black.
Oh, what it means to be in the red, I think that's plain.
Yeah.
When you're making money, you're in the black. If you ain't making money, you're in the red. That means, hey, I need to stop, reassess, so I can move this thing forward, so I can make that profit that I need to make in this business. And you cannot miss a step. And don't think because you start a business, you're gonna jump to millions of dollars quick, fast, and in a hurry. It ain't gonna happen. But what would happen if you pay attention, you put a plan of action together, and you follow that plan through. And then if you have to deviate or change where you're going to make it even more profitable, you can do that.
Yeah.
And I always tell people success is not given, it's obtained.
Exactly.
When I ran my business, my days started early and ended late. And I think it was either you or Tawana that said you may not even get a lot of sleep.
Yeah. You might not.
I know for a fact what I was trying to do. I put in some hard labor, some serious sweat, blood, and tears, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I was determined not to let my business fail. And God, by the grace of God, I was very successful.
And sometimes, Christy, I'm gonna come into Christy right now. Sometimes you may even second guess yourself
Yeah.
And man, should I even be doing this?
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
Yeah.
Man, I'm putting in, man, I didn't get any sleep on their job. Now I'm supposed to be the boss, and I'm not getting any rest, and I'm not have family time. I have to, can't do all the family things I want to do because of the fact I have to be here. So along the course, Christy, you may even second guess yourself and say, is it really worth it?
Let me tell you something. I was always taught anything worth having is worth working for.
Yes.
And nobody told you that when you started the journey, and that's in your Christian walk, that's in building a business, that the road was going to be easy.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody told you that you were going to have friends in the business world when you start your own business.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody told you that your family or friends going to be your number one supporter. Mm-hmm. I listen to this motivational on YouTube, and in it says, you have the same 24 hours that the bum had. You have the same 24 hours that the millionaire had. Get up early. What you sleeping for?
Mm-hmm.
The time you sleeping, you could be planning. You can be, you need to wake up earlier than anybody else, but so you can get started before anyone else. That
Mm-hmm.
way you are already ready. Like the motivation is like, what is behind you? What are you working for? Are you doing this because you say you're tired of working for somebody? Or are you doing it because you're trying to leave a legacy? Sometimes the purpose that you build a business will decide whether that business is going to last. Because if you're trying to build a business out of revenge, jealousy, or whatever it is, it's not going to last.
Yeah.
Because you got to put your blood, your sweat, your tears,
mm-hmm.
your time, everything you got in your body, you got to put in that. Mm-hmm. And then some. You're going to be tired. Just like I said, you're not going to have some sleep sometimes. Or you're going to be on a computer more times than you in the kitchen, or more times than you be able to, but it's worth it, because once you get to that plateau, once you get to the goals that you're making, you then can celebrate in that, but still get back and hit the grudges, because it don't stop. It's always something or someone waiting to reach way above you or around you. So you have to be on it. Motivation is, hey, guess what? This is my business, and I want to see my business, a Fortune 500 business. Mm-hmm. I want to see me able to help my African American, my brown and black people with a job. I want to be able to, whatever your goal is, that's what you try to meet. And that's hard work. You ain't got time to be moaning and groaning and crying like a little girl. Put your big girl drawers on, put them SHIT stepping boots on, and get it. Don't start no business thinking, I didn't say it, but you can't really go into starting a business thinking like Tom Wonder was saying. Like, it's like, oh, well, I'm just going to start a business, and thinking that it's going to be something so easy and so, it's going to take some time and effort. And, we can't be lazy about it.
Yeah.
We have to make sure we're consistent. We're on point. We're studying marketing. We're understanding advertising. We're understanding our product. We're getting out there. We're applying for grants. We are doing all the things we can to make sure our business is successful. Whatever business you're in, you have to be on a computer and grinding. If you want to do foot sales, whatever you're doing, whatever you're trying to sell, whatever you're trying to do, you have to put forth the effort. Get your website up. Make sure it's available. Call Google. Make sure you're at the top of the list of whatever your web design have to do. You got to do what you got to do to make it. And it ain't going to take sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
You sleep when you're dead.
Exactly. Go ahead, Tawanda, talk to us.
Oh, I agree. This is one of the things I didn't know I was going to talk about this, but we shall talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the reasons. This is one of the reasons why I haven't really been that present in the debate with this whole presidency, because of how it's going. You have people that are saying, and I've heard it prior to the debate, but it's been really, really heavy since this has been going on, and this is with these people, specifically black people, specifically black men. it's been a little bit of black women, but mainly black men, and they have said this, okay? But what have these Caucasian people done for the black people? And I'm so, listen, I'm so tired of hearing that statement because it implies, yet again, that we are waiting for someone to do something for us, okay?
Mhm.
If 400 years is not enough, okay, to wait for these people to continuously hand you out crumbs, I don't know. I don't want to. I can't be around those type of people. You have to cut those type of people off because mentally they haven't developed far enough to understand that you don't have to sit around and wait for these white people to hand you nothing. Okay, we have the biggest spending power there is. We spend over 20 some $trillion per year.
Mhm.
Not only that, we leave trillions of dollars on the floor every year. I went to my sister, who just happens to be a grant writer, and I wanted to get an accurate number. She couldn't give me a number. That's how much money is left at the end of the year.
Mm.
So while you sitting at the beginning of the year, while y'all sitting at the beginning of the year, waiting for these people and crossing your fingers and hoping that they're gonna give you a stimulus check and hoping that you're gonna still have benefits and hoping that that they're gonna still do this and they're gonna still do that. Like, why is you waiting? I can't afford to wait. Y'all can't afford to wait either. But
Mhm.
we do it year after year after year, thinking that I don't care what side you're on. Okay, I don't care if you're on the left. I don't care if you're on the right. I don't care if you're red, blue, green, purple. Like, why are you waiting for these people to give you nothing? They're not. They're going to give you the bare minimum if you're not within their circle.
Mhm.
You see how you see how the biggest debate right now, one of the biggest debates right now is celebrities endorsing, and you have
Yes.
to understand why they did what they did. It's a business move. I'm not mad at none of them for doing what they're doing because why? Because they're on a whole another level than what we are. The
Mhm.
same way I don't have a problem with um with the tax cuts because it has nothing to do with me. And it has
Mhm.
nothing to do with most of the people, but most of the people don't really dig deep into, oh, they're going to raise my taxes are going to be raised. It don't have nothing to do with you. You're not even on the same lane and the same level because you don't make over $400,000 a year.
Mhm.
Okay, and I have no problem with that because they've been given tax breaks for years. Just look at the whole pandemic now. Look at the companies that just made millions and billions of dollars while you have people who were struggling to get this little $1,200 stimulus check. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? So you have to. Our people is designed to stay oppressed. Our people is designed to stay looking for someone to bail you out. Stop doing that. It's not necessary. It's not necessary to wait for these people to hand you these crumbs. And we're going to be at the biggest disadvantage because they didn't let Mitch remain in there. And they've already stated that when Trump loses, they're cutting off funding for any Democratic state. See, I'm gonna be waiting for a long, long, long time. Okay, so
Mhm.
this is why I like Black Friday. This is why we encourage Black Friday because listen, I can't afford. You just can't. I can't afford to wait. You can't
Mhm.
afford to wait.
Mhm.
Just do something. Find something that you love. Find something that that's going to be profitable. You know, all the stuff that's happening now, all these businesses is closing down. Now's the time to start your business. I'm not saying start no brick and mortar business. That would be foolish
Mhm.
at a time when we're at this height in the pandemic. And you gotta look at. I look at. We're a little slow here, so I can't really. Even though I cover our news, I also make sure that I cover international news and what they're doing in other countries. Is the whole month of November they're going back on shutdown. And this is what we don't see because we don't care. We've been ignorant to the fact that we just got to get our life back to normal and do what we have to do. We're not even looking at people that's before us that is going back in phase 2. They're going back in shutdown for a whole 30 days.
Mm.
So now is the time. It's just the time where you have all this time, space, and opportunity to plan out a business. And if you already have something planned out, just do a little thing. Sometimes it's overwhelming to try to think of what you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I'm a little different because that's just how my brain works. I can do 10, 15 things at once in one day at one time. But that's not normal for people. What happens is people try to do A through Z and they get overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I say. I say in 24 hours a day, just do one task.
Mm-hmm.
See how that is. If you're comfortable doing one task and you're not overwhelmed, then do a couple of tasks and build your way up. Like in the next month, just have a plan. People don't come in with a plan, and this is why I like being a coach, because this is what I tell my people. Like, what is the top 5 things that you want to see? What is your top 5 goals that you have within this month?
Mm-hmm.
And you better believe every week we on it. Like I'm in people, but like a wedgie, okay? That's how, because that's how you have to be. You have to be, because you have to be these people motivation, because I know by week 1, these people are excited, okay? Because it's something new. Week 2, they still have a little bit of excitement because it's something that they don't know. And by week 4,
they're tired.
When they don't really see nothing, they're tired already.
They're tired, yeah. They're tired. Let's go to Bishop. Bishop, what's on your heart?
Man, I'm into a different place mentally wise. Listening to Jawanda, and she was talking about the celebrities that decided they wanted to support President Trump, be respectful of President Trump, and it's a business deal. You know, if you've ever looked at this movie, Django Unchained,
yeah.
And then there's a place they call Candyland. And Samuel L. Jackson played that fellow real good. That's the same way I look at any celebrity that decided they want to jump up with that type of
sing and dance.
Yeah. That's just not me. I don't care about the little $1,200 stimulus check. I care about the way this country is moving forward. One is just talking about how certain countries are shutting down because of the pandemic. And he's so focused on trying to be everything, and he's God. In fact, man, he said himself, he's done more for the people than Jesus. And not to me, he didn't die on the cross for my sins. So I don't even characterize him close to Jesus. He's not even in that equation. But if you're going to look at, and this is how ignorant people are, well, Joe Biden going to raise the tax. He's already very clear who he's going to raise the taxes on. Individuals making over $400,000. If you don't make over $400,000, he ain't going to mess with you.
Yeah.
But if you're making over $400,000, he's gonna increase your taxes. Yeah. You know, because the rich is getting richer and the poor staying poor.
Yep.
We still relying on Medicaid. We still relying on our SSI, our welfare check. Oh man, talk back to me.
The lottery.
Oh yeah. Oh man, please. Well, I ain't gonna fight against lottery because it helped, fund Hope Scholarship and.
No, I'm just saying for some people, they look at the lottery as been a retirement plan.
Oh man, please.
That's their retirement plan, and if they scratch off or play a number and they win. Oh my God!
Yeah, but
look at all that money you're spending in the process.
Thank you. Look at the likelihood. You know, I may win. You done spent your whole paycheck. You done spent your inheritance already trying to win. Man, please. They need to pay attention. But when it comes down to business, you have to really sit down and strategize seriously. And then you get with like-minded individuals, people that have a mind set how to run a business, what they need to do. And this is why this platform is here, Black Friday, to discuss business opportunities and what you can do. And look like, we got some great people that call in, Chris and Tawanda. And Tawanda sounds like she's very knowledgeable.
Yes, absolutely.
So, gravitate to what they're saying so that you can be successful in what you need to do. I don't think, and I use this expression, rooted poot. That's old country slang. You don't know about Rudy Poot. What you looking for, Rudy Poot? Yeah, but
I know what Rudy Poot is.
There you go, Chris.
I know what that means.
I heard of Rudy Poot. Yeah.
Yeah, but see, you want to hang out with those folks who ain't got nothing, ain't going nowhere, but yet all they want to do is down you. We want to down what you got, what you have going on.
Mhm.
But I'll say this, and I'm gonna shut up and let you call one of these ladies up to speak. My wife, she's a hairstylist. She's a cosmetologist. She's a master, and she started a business.
Okay.
And of course, I gave her money and helped her do what she wanted to do because that's her passion. You have to
Yeah.
have a passion
Exactly.
in doing what you want to do. You don't just want to start something,
Mhm.
and that's not really where your heart is.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I'm looking at her, and she's bringing in this much money, and I'm like, okay, well, she's doing this, and she's doing real good. I'm going to go to school, and get my certification and get my license and be a hairstylist as well.
Mhm.
And I then went along, graduated. I graduated with honors. Went to take my state exam. I did pass. Oh yeah, don't look at my hair. Ain't got none. But that was not my passion. I was looking at somebody else, what they had going on.
How the man ain't got no hair?
You ain't gotta have no hair, the style hair.
But he ain't got now string of head on his head, and he want to go out there and fix somebody else's hair. To what?
I can do it.
You ain't got that much yourself now.
Ain't got none. Ain't got none. but I'm not a hairstylist. I don't want to be a hairstylist. There's a difference now.
But my point was follow your dream, not somebody else's.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Christy, what's on your heart?
That's one of the major mistakes. What he's saying is true. Sometimes you look at what somebody else is doing and figure like, oh, I can do that same thing, but that's not your passion. Like you can look at Tawanda, or you can hear me, or you can hear Raheem, and then you like, oh, okay, well, I want to do what Tawanda does. I want to be like Christy or Shira Stronger. I want to start a radio station like Raheem, and I want to do this and do that and do that. But sometimes if that's not the passion, or that's something that you are not vested in, you'll lose interest in it very quickly. That's why we have inconsistency in a lot of things, because we'll pop up and start something, and then, okay, well, I don't like that, so I'm gonna stop. So like for me, I love to be creative, so I like doing creative things. So I said, oh, you know what? I can do flyers and business cards and start my own printing company, right? Well, that's a passion I have. That's something that I love to do. And that's something that if I, going into it, I'm putting my energy and my time into, that's like relaxation. That's like fun for me. So my licensures for the medical field or whatever I do, I like my job, but it's not a passion. I do it because it's putting money, feed my family, paying my bills. I do that because that's what I have to do to survive. But we have to find what we're passionate about and make that, because somebody else is going to need it too.
Yeah.
Just think, Raheem, if you would have never started DKM Media Group, if you would have sat back and allowed the naysayers to stop you from doing what you had a passion for, then look at what all would be missed.
Yeah.
Look at the voices that may or may not have been heard. Look at the opportunities that would have not been there. And it's to say that, you may be someone may only hear you. And that's just the way God works sometimes. Sometimes a person may only hear a word from you because you are who you're supposed to mentor to or talk to. And so when you start your business, it has to be passionate. It has to be something you love. It has to be something that gives you joy while you're doing it, because it's something that you're going to build and be in it for however long you want to be in it. And when as I'll get Trump, he had several businesses and all of them went bankrupt. And yet we want to claim that he's a great businessman. We forget that he's rich, but he was born into money. So he's never been without income. It's not like he worked and got that money, or he worked as a poor person, like, some of us coming out of the gutter and working our way up to the top, and we finally get there and we can relish. And, he never had that. So I can't see where he's a great businessman. He squandered the money that was even given to him, and make poor choices and poor words. And I mean, I don't know anybody that want to support someone like that. And again, if you do support someone like that, whether you're a star, whether you are whatever you are, it says a lot about who you are as a businessman or woman or just as a person. So, just like coming out like Kanye came out saying he was supporting Trump. I can't see what that was. For me as an actor or actress, I wouldn't care how much money you paid me. That's like selling my whole soul or selling my people out because I'm gonna force you to do. I'm gonna endorse something that I know is wrong, and people do it all the time.
Yeah.
So we just have to be brighter, and we have to, change it. We have to change the narrative.
Exactly. We have another caller. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Rico calling from Anderson, Alabama.
Rico, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Yeah, I can't complain. How's everybody doing this morning on the new platform?
Hey, doing good, man. We talking about Black Friday. We're talking about Black Friday and staying in your lane and doing the things and putting in the work. Actually, we're talking about putting in the work of what it's going to take to be a successful business person, be it male or female. A lot of time people say that they want to go out there and they want to start a business. And we spoke about this. They want to start a business, but they don't understand or realize the amount of time and effort that it takes to run a successful business. Rico, what would you say to them?
Well, you have to ask them if they're speaking about that, if they really want to be a business person or if they want to be somebody that makes their own money so they could go and consume more. Because some people make their own money so they could go buy more stuff.
Yeah.
I want to do this. I want to do that. So you got to find out what it is they're really trying to do. Because if they're really doing it just to be a consumer, they're already on the opposite end of success or growth. But and then on top of that, if they do show you that they really have a sincere ambition to make money, to be successful and prepare a legacy. That's probably what they're trying to do, is build a legacy. Then you hope that they have certain characteristics or qualities that it would take. And one of them is the passion, like you said. You would ask them, what do they love? What do they have a passion for? And then you would advise them if they don't already have an idea of what different things they could do to apply to that passion that they have. But then, we also have to realize that if we're dealing with Black people that come from a certain demographic of society, we probably got to actually give them some direction. We got to show them that they need motivation. We have to actually inform them that they're going to have some enthusiasm. We might have to show them, you know what? You put more time into going into the gym and shooting basketball and riding around hanging out with your friends than you do your business. But imagine if you put those 5 hours every day into your business. Or imagine if you put that money that you took to the strip club every day, or you just took out to the store every day. What if you invested that and then got the profits back from it? I think about that with my cigarette money. I was like, I'm spending about $320 a month on cigarettes. Imagine over 15, 20 years, imagine had I invested that in something that I love.
Yeah.
So, there has to be a mental awakening, because there's a mindset that comes with a producer. I'm not even going to call it a business owner. I'm going to call it a producer, because if you're a producer, you're going to continually keep on making profits, producing things that other people going to consume. So for a producer has to have a mindset. They got to have ambition, enthusiasm, focus, passion, direction. They got to have a circle, a network of people that deal in that same arena. Like Bishop said, put yourself in a circle of like-minded individuals. But mainly it's the mental aspect of it. You have to give them that mindset to understand what the difference is between a business person and then just a regular person, a producer. Because like I said, a lot of people just want to make that money, but they thinking about all the glamorous things they could do. They thinking about the cars and the whips they could drive.
Yeah,
exactly. They're not thinking about, the quality of the product. How is it world changing? Well, I mean, will it blow up like Amazon in 5 or 6 years? Or are you going to be brilliant and give up because you're not making the profits that you saw somebody else make?
And that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Bishop, what's on your heart? Talk to me.
Well, let me tell you, I love what Rico was just saying, and thank God for all the other comments that have been made. But y'all, let me tell you, I'm sitting right next to this. I'm sitting right next to this guy right here, and he gonna point over to something that he got this little TV in here, and we was looking at us. Now he done switched the channel to something with Bruce Lee on there. Now, how in the world?
Bruce Lee, brother. Bruce Lee was a man.
Man,
Bruce Lee captured the business essence of what he was trying to do in regards to those movies.
He really did.
See, nobody did like Bruce. See, he put in time, and I saw stories, and I'm glad you went there. So I saw stories with Bruce Lee, and people talking about Bruce Lee, about how much work he put in. Chuck Norris would talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar talk about Bruce Lee's work ethic and how he did to master his craft and how much he put into each one of those scenes that he did, and he would do them over and over and over until you get them right. They say Chuck Norris told me there was a scene they had, the fight scene they had. He thought it was perfect.
Yeah.
He thought it was perfect. Everything was perfect. But that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. You got to conform. You have to be like the water and conform. But go ahead, brother.
This guy, he always trying to imitate somebody, but he gets me. He can do Bernie Mac real good.
I ain't
but
with you, man.
You can. But what you just said is absolutely true and absolutely right. He put himself into it, and you have to equate that towards business.
Yeah.
You really have to put yourself into that business line.
Jump in.
You got to look for the success. You got to make it happen for you.
Exactly.
You ain't waiting. I'm gonna wait on him. I'm gonna wait on her. Tawanda say this in business. You shouldn't expect your family to support you.
Yeah.
You're trying to make your money outside of your family. So if you think, oh, I'm gonna do this, my sister gonna support me, my brother gonna support me, man, you better wake up.
And see, my thing is, and we got another caller, we're gonna go to that call as well. But my thing is, if those people that's in your actual circle, if they support you, to me, that's an extra.
Yeah, that's it.
That's an extra. That's a cream on top of the cake, because you can't count on them, because they can support you when you first get started. 3 months down the line, man, how much of the stuff you want me to buy?
Right. Oh man, come on. Yeah. You want me to buy your whole inventory? But can I say this?
Yeah.
And I would love for either Chris or DeWanda to comment on after I say this, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Why is it if we go and we patronize the Asian beauty salon, I mean not salon, but stores to buy a product, but then if a brother or sister open up that same kind of store, why we want to get the kickback on that? Why we want to get on the low?
Yeah. Yeah.
So how in the world can I make money? And you're supposed to be my friend. You're a patron. Whether you're my cousin, sister, friend, and the stylist, I expect you to come in and pay me just like you go pay them other folks.
Yeah, exactly. Tawanda, why do we go in there thinking we're gonna get the hookup?
I don't know, because like I said, I've said this for over the years, and I'll say it again. My price is my price. I don't negotiate. And that's one of the things why I try to get people out of brick and mortar. It's not that brick and mortar is not successful. It's just not where we are in this 21st century. We are e-commerce. You can listen. Why even have to focus and worry about that when I can stay in my bed if that's what I want to do, and I can make the same type of move. I can have the same store virtually versus a brick and mortar. How much better is it that while these people are up at 12 o'clock in the morning, at 1 o'clock, 2, 3, 4, 5, they can still shop? Can they do that with a brick and mortar? No, you're not open and you're not available. So this is what I want. This is why I tell my people, you need to think outside of the box.
Yes.
You know that you want to open up a Black business and you want to take over a population of people that one demographic of people that you normally wouldn't, let's say the Koreans. Okay. Then why not think outside the box and say, well, listen, can I drop ship? Can I wholesale these products from wherever, and can I sell them? Can I put them on my site? I remember maybe like a couple of years ago was when I was doing like audits on people's like websites and stuff like that. And for people that don't know what I mean by audits is that I would take a day like Friday when I felt like being nice to people. Because I'm not nice every day. Trust me, I'm not nice every day. But I felt like being nice to people, we would audit, like we would go in, or if they had, they didn't even have to have it established. I just wanted to know what their plan was, and we was going over strategic names. And 2 years ago, I would tell people to think about their name really carefully. Think about branding. It was something a couple of years ago about companies that knew that by your name and your title that you was Black owned. It was something. It was a debate, and it's been a debate for years. If people want to be honest on whether you should have any association with implying to people that you are Black. Okay. Now, 2 years after that, now I'm encouraging everybody to identify with who you are, identify that you're Black. Because why? Because I tell you guys every week, you need to find out your target market. You need to find out your niche of people. My niche of people is Black people. So why wouldn't I have a company that's specific to Black needs, that's specific to Black products? Now, do I have other companies that cater to different people? Absolutely. If you go to, I'm going to say Mr. Kids because that's my business. Bring Back Our Kids because I own the brand. Okay. So most of the people think that have a problem with Bring Back Our Kids. They think that I only focus on one demographic of people, and I don't. And that's so far from the truth. And I really don't care because that hate has pushed me so far, and I can ride on that. Now, I don't encourage everybody to do it because you gotta have a thick skin out here to ride on hate, to be able to ride on the hate. But that's what's got us so far because they think because it's broken down into sections, and that's how I did it strategically because that's how it had to be. I just took what they gave me.
Exactly.
What they gave me was this is what they gave me. They gave me a demographic of people that wasn't covered, which is our people, which is Black people. We don't fit the criteria. We don't fit the criteria for Amber Alert. We don't fit the criteria for breaking news. So the focus had to be on them, and that's not because I was only focusing on Black kids. I was just filling the gap of where we was dropped off and never picked back up. So when you see the main focus of you see the videos, that's just to make up for them not making breaking news. But will I cover anybody for business purposes? Absolutely. It would make no sense only to cover one demographic of people.
Exactly.
But you can have a strong focus, and that's why I tell people know who your audience are. You should know everything about your audience.
Absolutely.
It's nothing that you should know. You need to know who these people are. You need to know why you want these people, because the biggest mistake that people make in business, this is the biggest mistake. The biggest mistake that people make in business is they expect that these same people, even though they need your product or service, they expect you to come for them to come and find you. That's not how it works. Especially for Black economics, especially for Black business owners, especially for these people that I'm saying have a targeted audience and find your niche, you need to be where these people at, which means that you need to find them versus them trying to find you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the number, if anyone want to call in and be a part of the conversation, please give us a call. The phone lines are open, 678-381-1973, 678-381-1973. For the people that did not have a pen, 678-381-1973. We do have another caller from the 678 area code. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi, everybody. It's Andrea. Hey, Raheem.
Andrea, good morning, young lady. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. I was listening to Mr. Warner. She on it this morning, ain't she?
Yeah, she on fire. She on fire this morning. We're talking about black businesses and the work that it takes and the effort that it takes in order to run business. What's on your heart? What are some of the things? What are some of the things that you think people fall short in regards to having a successful business?
One thing I see, because I'm in the business, I run a store now, so I can most definitely tell you that it is the marketing.
I mean, people just do not believe that they have to market. When I was a door knock insurance agent, I made more money by going and knocking on people's doors, letting people know I was in the community, introducing myself. I made more money doing that than people calling in and telling me what they need. So I absolutely agree with Tawana. We got to get out of there. There are businesses right beside me that before I came didn't even know where we were located, and we're right here. I can look out my door and see them.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the issue. People have to know that you're there, and they have to know, you know, what you do. You know, I mean, so you got to get out of there. You got to get up out the bed. You got to get on. You got to make these phone calls. Being on social media, advertising, that's good. That's all well and good. But the old-fashioned way, these people, they got these millions and triple and all this money in the bank. They probably started off with just being in the community, passing out business cards, making them phone calls, doing them late days. You know, it takes sacrifice to get where you want to be. And if you're not willing to sacrifice for it, then there's really no need for you saying you want it. Because there's always going to be an obstacle that you're going to have to push to move past.
Good deal. Good deal. Rico, talk to me, brother.
Right here.
Yes.
Right here.
Yes.
Let me say this real quick before you go to Rico, because we got Ms. Braxton on here, and she's a prime example of getting the both sides of me. She gets the friend side, and then when it's time to do business, which is justice for Amaya, then she gets the business. So I want her to explain the difference between two versions of me, so people can understand that, yeah, I'm this way when we want to have fun, but when it's time to do business, it's not no games, it's not no play. So I wanted her to talk about that for a second.
Okay.
Okay, so I mean, she right. I do. Me and her have spent several hours just brainstorming, and you know, yeah, she does have a laid back, cool side. You know, she's a cool back sister. That's my sister right there. I love her, and she's been a blessing to me. And you know, and she will help. But one thing about it is you got to have a drive, and you got to want to be helped. So you got to get involved. You know, she's not going to be one of these people that's going to do it for you. I mean, you got to want to be involved. And by me just being around her, because I have stuff that's going on, you know, I have documentaries, like I'm going to go to Mississippi right now. I have people that's flying down from Maine who has connections to some of the big people that can get it out there, you know, but I wouldn't have made it as far if I didn't get on the plan. So she put us out there, you know, like she did the web page, and she pushes and she pushes. And so I have learned I have to be a push. I am relentless when it comes to justice for Amaya. Do you understand me? I am relentless. So, I mean, in business, in Black business, we have to start being relentless, and we have to stop making excuses on why we can't. There is no such thing at this point is I can't. The question is, do I want to? And so that is what I have learned from Tawana. So y'all reach out to her and let her motivate you in the business way. And then when we're brainstorming, I throw stuff at her that is helpful and ideas. And then she throws stuff at me that's helpful and ideas. So we have to get together and make this partnership work. I think we all should be networking together. Actually, I think if there's everybody on here has a different business, there is no reason why everybody that be on here on a regular basis don't have access to that, don't have access to the information, because believe it or not, Raheem, I have told several people about DKM, even though I don't get to get on there now all the time. I'll talk about Black Fridays. I have gave numbers out. Matter of fact, this week, I have told about 4 people who says I have a business when I'm doing a quote. So I put CEPTV out there. I market and I network. So I do stuff for my Black business owners, my Black brothers and sisters, because I want to grow. And when we all get to the top, then we can reach down and help those that's coming along. That's what it's about. It's about progress. But we can't get progress when ain't nobody saying that, ain't nobody doing that.
Exactly. Rico, talk to me, brother.
That's the very reason why it's so important to have advisors and mentors. You know, you gotta be very humble. You know, some people have a vision and they realize the people in their vicinity or in their surrounding environment doesn't have the same vision or drive that they have. And they may get a little arrogant or cocky until they step outside the boundaries and see that the other people are doing it. And so, you know, whatever worked for them at that place that might program them to be only that way. They don't understand when they go outside of those lines that they have to respond differently. Maybe they're only successful in their environment because of who they were. But having a mentor and advisor, that's really how, it's so key.
Yes.
To having access to those. Because you have, I'm going to say every person that's born into this world has a dream or a vision on the most simple form. Maybe they want to be the next Bill Gates, or maybe they just want to be the next Usain Bolt. And somebody could tell them, you can be whatever you want to be. All you got to do is make an effort. But at the same time, they don't understand all of the work, repetitive practice.
Yes, sir.
Specific muscle building that you would have to do to become, hopefully, the next Usain Bolt. You might just come close to it. You might be the best in your era, but you might never break his record. So, there's a lot of advising that has to go with that, because you're not going to come out the womb. No, or I ain't going to say come out the womb, have this dream one day or this vision, and then automatically know that this is the type of training that I have to do all the time. This is the type of eating that I need to do to have my body prepared properly. Especially once you start liking pizza and ice cream. Imagine loving pizza and ice cream, but you out here trying to be, a bodybuilder.
It ain't gonna work.
But it ain't gonna work, and somebody gonna have to advise you and tell you. So now I go back to the business side of it. When you have people that have dreams to be such business people, such as Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates, or maybe it's just a local business owner. They still may not understand all the steps that it takes. How do you start a business plan? So that's where people like Tawanda comes in. That the woman that just spoke a second ago, she said something key. I learned from Tawanda. Yeah, exactly. When she said that, I was like, man, I said, that's the key right there, man. You got to spread the wealth. Each one teach one. Someone out there is ahead of you with what's the name? Bob Johnson or Robert Johnson that was over BET. Yeah, exactly. Imagine what kind of mentor he could be. Yeah. The mentor you had at the church that got you into video and audio stuff. Yeah, Bishop. He came from a genre of a mainstream platform. Yeah. And he saw something in you and saw interest, and he said, well, you know what, man, this dude got a passion for it. He like to do it just because he like to see the end product. He ain't even looking at the glory or the recognition. He looking at the end product. He wants to present something that people can be happy with. Exactly. So he fed you and fed you and fed you. And before you know it, he mentored you into knowing now to follow your own path and figure out some of the own moves that you need to make analytically. Exactly. Still, at the same time, might need to have some kind of mentorship from Ted Turner or somebody if that comes along. I mean, you ain't gonna turn it down. I know a guy right now I grew up watching, walking to school every day. When I sit on my porch at my grandmama's house, man, that dude left his little community of 500 or 600 people and left and went to Milwaukee and got mentored by Ray Kroc. Wow. Hold on, Carl. Over McDonald's, and now he had 17 McDonald's. Exactly. Rico, let me do this right here. We got another caller from the 404 area code. We missed him the last time. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Alex Humphrey, out of the Ellenwood area, of course, there. A businessman like I have been, I've been listening to you all, just been excited about the conversation that's been taking place and want to share some of my present experience and my past experience. Yes, sir. Of course, yes, sir. Yeah, as hard as it is to be a black owner,
hey, Dallas, hey, Dallas, are you talking?
I can't hear him.
Are you talking directly into you? Yeah, I know. Dallas, are you talking directly into your phone, brother? We having a hard time hearing you this morning.
Okay. I apologize. Alex. Of course, there. Once again, being a business owner like I have been over the years there, and as challenging as I've been enjoying the conversation that with present experience people have been having. Yes, and I just want to share just a little bit, if it can be helpful to those that could possibly have the opportunity to go into business.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Of course, there. Over the years, there, it's always been very challenging to be in business as a black business owner. But the most challenging thing that I might have experienced more than anything is getting the support from my own. And of course, and what I have experienced, and I've learned how to deal with it, is that we always seem to think that we should we owe one another.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a sad thing in every way because you go into business to help one another.
Mm-hmm.
So only thing I owe you is my professionalism and showing that I can be able to take care of you better than the next man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I always thought that we should expect. But of course, we just had that concept that we always have to get more from one another
Mm-hmm.
and less from others.
Wow.
And
Wow.
of course, and getting past that mindset
Mm-hmm.
and being just be supportive of one another is
Mm-hmm.
the only way we're gonna grow
Yes.
with one another.
Exactly.
You know, and of course, and I've learned how to deal with it. But of course, you just gotta know how to read your people.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta know ones that's serious about what they're trying to do because you can always picture.
Mm-hmm.
A man that's serious about his business, you don't come in up with no, you my brother stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I'm not your brother.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm a businessman just like you see the next man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And I
Mhm.
expect for it to be addressed in the same manner.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get mad with them, but you'll be amazed how I stop once in their track and say, oh,
Mm-hmm.
we're not brothers. We're not brothers. You consider yourself a businessman because you drive your trucks.
Mm-hmm.
You come in to get them fixed. And when you go in there and get your pay for your work for the week, you don't go in there, hey, brother, how much I'm going to make. No. And I don't expect for you to bring your truck here to get repaired and expect for it to get it fixed. And then you think all of a sudden you get great favor.
Yeah.
You're getting a favor by allowing me and, by me actually repairing it and doing it right.
Yeah.
So that's what you would expect.
Mm-hmm.
So I want us to be able to continue to always.
So, Alex, let me ask you this question:
Support one.
how do we get out of that? How do we get out of that mindset of thinking that because the person that owns the business look like us, that we should get a discount, we should get some get back? How do we get out of that mindset?
Well, number one, for a long time I was wondering how in the world I'm gonna get one thinking about I'm always a brother. I've got to do something extra special.
Mm-hmm.
We've got to take our own. We got to take the next man's business as serious as we take our own.
Mm-hmm.
That'll automatically take you out the mindset because you want him to be serious about your business. You got to be serious about his.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you won't come in there with that crazy mindset that he owes you or he got to give you some special favor that you're not taking his business serious because he take care of his family just like you take care of yours.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you don't come in there with that nonsense. You just want to come in and expect to get the best service possible with a competitive price.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you should be able to base it on right there.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good.
So why in the world you were coming in looking at him differently in that sense?
Mm-hmm.
And when you walk into other people, establishment, you automatically, think that their business is serious.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
You don't come in there with that foolishness.
Mm-hmm. Hold on 1 second, sir. Bishop, what's on your heart?
Well, I was going to say, this is my guy right here.
Uh-huh.
I'm so proud of this young man
Mm-hmm.
because I know his business.
Mm-hmm.
He's been doing it over 30 years. But what he did, he began to mentor his son.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so now he's leaving a legacy for his son to carry on.
Exactly.
So I'm so proud of him.
Mm-hmm.
I know him personally.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I'm so proud of him and what he has been doing.
Mm-hmm.
And he can teach you about the business aspect.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna provide a service.
Mm-hmm.
Don't come here wanting to hook up, because if you want to hook up, then you hook me up with your money. Because I'm gonna hook you up with a quality amount of work.
Exactly.
So I really appreciate him and what he brings to the table.
Mm-hmm.
He's a true strong businessman.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, he's been doing it for over 30 years. Him and his wife working together.
Wow, that's good.
That's what makes it so good.
Partnership.
Him and his wife, and then his
Partnership.
son graduated from college,
Mm-hmm.
and he brought him in,
Mm-hmm.
and now the business is still thriving. He can just sit back and take his rest, so to speak.
There you go.
But he ain't cut loose.
Mm-hmm.
He just taking a little easy and letting the son carry on.
Yeah.
This is how you leave a legacy
Mm-hmm.
for for your son and for his son and on.
Nothing stops.
Nothing stops. So
No.
I'm proud of him. I just want to say that about this guy.
Exactly. Christian, what's on your heart?
Oh,
Christy, you there?
Back to you.
I'm
I'm sorry.
sure.
Oh,
That's that mute button.
Okay, good deal.
Don't do me.
What's on your heart?
I love what the young brother was saying. And you know, I don't know why people think that when you open a business, you gotta give them a discount on something. And I just attribute that to the kind of people you hang around, because none of the people that support me, or none of the people that you know, I have to tell friends no. Sometimes you want to bless somebody with something, or you want to do something, and they want to pay you. I'm like, no, sister, that's my blessing. And they be like, oh, I'm paying you anyway. So I don't have those type of people around me that want bargains and deals, or hey, give me half off, because that I don't do that. If somebody comes that's black to cut my yard and your price is $125 for whatever you're gonna do for my yard, then I'm gonna pay you what you're. I'm not gonna say, oh well, you knew my daddy, you know, because I stay in the country. Everybody know everybody. So don't do me. I'm into the well, you know, I'm in the country or whatever. So, you know, we just have to be mindful of who we have around us.
Exactly. Tawanda, talk to me. This hookup thing we're talking about.
I don't know, because I left that in the past, and that's what I'm trying to get people to understand it. You don't even have to worry about these people. These people create unnecessary stuff that they don't even have to worry about. I don't talk to these people. Because why? Because anything that I do, I'm not going to my friends and family. Will I share it on my page? Yeah. If they want to like it, they can like it. If they want to share it, they can share it. If they want to buy something, they can buy something, but they are not my target audience. They're not.
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
And that's what people need to get out of. I sent you something because and you ain't checked your inbox yet. You know, you didn't say
No.
I want you to play this.
I saw it. I'm gonna get to it. I saw it. We got callers are rolling in, so I'm gonna respect the caller's time. As a matter of fact, we got another caller from the 423 area code. 423. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi, my name is Donna Green. Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Donna Green. How you doing?
I am well. This is my first time listening to your show. I love your platform.
Thank you. I appreciate
Great
it. Thank
platform. Really appreciate what you're doing, and I will be listening. I'm learning a lot just listening.
Okay.
So just wanted to listen and see what you got going on. Greg is my brother.
Okay. Good deal.
Hey, Don, I just showed him that. I just sent a text message, and I just showed him I was sending you that text message. But see, Donna has a story too. We got to get her on here.
Yeah. Okay.
Because she and it had nothing to do with business, but it's about her business. Her son was kidnapped when he was a baby, and she's been searching for him all these years. So she has a nonprofit, and she has a program trying to help parents, you know, reconnect with the children, find their children.
Okay.
So I appreciate Donna a whole lot. I've been knowing Donna for about 40 years, I think, been that long. But she's a great person. What'd you say, Donna?
It's been a long time.
Don't say longer than that now.
I'm sorry.
You trying to tell folks I'm old now?
Well, she ain't got to tell too many people.
She ain't got to. But go ahead, Don. Go on to talk, Don. I just wanted to tell this man who you were, because she is such a wonderful person.
Absolutely.
And her heart is big as the world is. I mean, she do what she can for you if she can, and she has a story to tell. But most definitely we have to get her on this show.
Absolutely. And we have we hear.
I would love to be on the show.
Yeah, we hear every day, Monday through Friday. And Friday we actually dedicate Fridays to our businesses. We talk about business on Friday, but Monday through Thursday we have different topics and stuff. And we definitely love to have you on one day. So we're gonna see if we.
Well, you send me out an invitation. You give me an invitation, and if it's the Lord's will, I'll definitely come. I really appreciate what y'all doing. I think y'all got a great work going, and it's very educational. I'm just sitting here listening, writing stuff down. It's a great thing to see, you know, us as a people doing positive things and informing the community. So I really appreciate what y'all doing, and I definitely would love to come on your show anytime.
Praise God. Thank you. I definitely appreciate that. We're gonna definitely make sure that it happens. Tawanda does a lot of things. Tawanda, you two should have a conversation as well, because the organization that you have, Tawanda.
You can pick my brain, you know, automatically, you know, I want her. It's not even a debate of whether I want her for just to have a conversation off air, because we do the same thing, and that's one of the things I've been trying to get people to understand. Like, if it's already out there, then I'm teaming up with, and Raheem, we can vouch for me. Since we had the stereotype all last year, this year I've teamed up with so many Black women. That was the mission, because they said we can work together. So one of the things that we need to do is break these stereotypes. But yeah, I would love to, because that's my primary focus is human trafficking, sex trafficking, organ harvesting, and specifically focus on our Black missing children that don't fit the criteria for Amber Alerts or breaking in. So I definitely would love having a conversation with her.
Exactly. And I want to make sure, that I do everything I could do to make sure that happens as well, because my thing is this, and Tawana, you touched on it as well. We all have our own niche. We all, doing different things, and sometimes they're very similar. So if they're similar, my thing is, let's come together. Let's work together, and we all have a common goal. And the common goal is to reach the mission, that whatever that mission is at that particular time. So I don't see why two people that's doing something so great as what both of you are doing should not come together and be able to help and support each other in some kind of way. I'm sure if y'all come together, y'all be able to put your minds together and figure out what's the best formula moving forward for both parties. And that's just. And
I think that.
Go ahead, sister.
That's a great thing, because I was at a place where somebody was having a missing children event, and somebody else was having a sex trafficking event. And then I was having an event, and I'm asking these people, I'm like, well, why haven't anybody reached out? Because if we had reached out to one another, we could have did something together. Because when I went to this platform, it wasn't like 15 people there, and then when I went to this platform, I'm like, well, we don't all have to do it alone.
Yeah, exactly.
We can come together and be more powerful than just one person. So I definitely agree. I would love to meet you, Tawana, and talk. And I like I said, I do appreciate what you all are doing. The platform is awesome.
Good deal. And I want to tell y'all ladies something. I got something for y'all ladies too. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. Bishop, can I put it out there?
Go ahead, brother.
Put it out there. Okay. DKM Media Group Heals. DK, and it's a Facebook group that we're working on. I'm actually working on the website now. But it's DKM Media Group Heals, and Heals is HEELZ. And I put that together for ladies. It's a ladies platform where y'all can all come together and talk about ladies issues. And myself personally, I don't go on it. It's for ladies. Only thing I would do on that particular site is post some of the female shows that we have on DKM Media Group. I'll post their shows on there so y'all ladies can look at it. But if y'all get an opportunity, go out and become a member of DKM Media Group Heals, HEEELZ. And the tagline is a place for the ladies of DKM Media Group. And so if y'all get an opportunity, I would love for y'all to join that and utilize it like it's yours. Y'all treat it like it's yours, and y'all share, y'all talk, and y'all build amongst each other.
What I can do, if it's okay with Donna, I'm going to give your number to Raheem and let him give it to Tawanda. Unless you want to put it out on the air, but I give it to Raheem, and he can connect with Tawanda.
Good deal.
That's fine.
Rico, what's on your heart, brother?
I think that's the perfect example, not only in business, but just in the Black community, period. What you said about us coming together and having 2 or 3 different functions concerning the same issue by 3 or 4 different organizations. So now you got different followers going to participate in this one. You got different volunteers going to help this organization. And some of them only helping certain organizations because they're loyal to the person that runs it. So now if that person says, you know what, I got my own supporters, I got my own followers, I don't want to link up with the Boys and Girls Club or with the NAACP because my followers might start going and getting more involved with their functions. And that's really what the problem is.
Yeah.
Is the fact that most people build some momentum and they are afraid that they will lose their momentum if they link up with somebody else that's doing the same thing. And therefore they can't be doing it for the right reason. Because you can still keep your individuality, but it doesn't hurt to network and work in unison for a common cause. You know, whether it's social, you know, work, or whether it's in business.
Exactly.
And especially if you promote and encouraging Black business, network. Network. I mean, if one of your longtime customers decide to go try a cake or a cookie from another person that's baking and selling sweets, you know, go ahead and share the wealth.
Yeah.
Now, if the other person is better than you, then up your game.
You gotta up your game. Exactly. You gotta put a little more extra sugar. What is stuff to use in that? Vanilla flavoring or something.
Yeah.
You gotta put something extra in that thing.
Or your feet. You know how they say you put your feet in it. Yeah. Maybe you need to wash them feet.
Good deal. Good deal. We got another caller. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? We got another caller. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Good morning. I'm Adrian White. I'm from Austin, Texas.
Adrian, how you doing this morning?
How are you?
Hey, doing well. Thank you for joining this morning. I definitely appreciate you. Bishop, when you said your name, you kind of jump up and down. Do you know?
Man,
Greg?
yeah, I know that young man right there. That's a smart, business-minded young man.
Come on now.
This guy right here,
Yeah.
oh, man, I'm gonna tell you.
You know him.
Man, he is one of the most humble guys.
You vouch for him?
I would vouch for him.
Okay.
I'll vouch for him. Yes, sir. Go ahead, Adrian.
Adrian,
go ahead and say some nice stuff about me, Adrian.
No, look here. Adrian, don't force yourself, man. Don't force yourself, brother. Don't force yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna tell the truth this Friday morning.
There you go.
And I'll speak from the heart. Bishop Gregory Adams is one of the greatest people I've ever known.
Wow.
I've known him for over 30 years now.
Okay.
From the time that I was a little boy when my dad died. I can remember him being Brother Adams back then. And we would be at the Lucas Temple Church. And he's always had that same smile, always funny, always had an open heart. And we talk and we laugh about many things. And he means the world to me.
Yes, sir.
I've been working for a long time, since I was 4 years old, and Bishop knows that. He knows my mother. He knows how she is. So I started working when I was 4 many years ago. The brother that was just talking, I can agree with him. And much of what our problem is we have that crab mentality. But we have jealousy among our Black churches. We have jealousy among our business. I'm a business owner.
Yes, sir.
I've owned 7 different businesses. I've done construction. I poured concrete. Done roofing. I'm a civil engineer by education out of the Georgia Southern University, project management and business finance. Now I work with the federal government. I write government grants, and I'm about to do a merger this evening, a multi-million-dollar merger with the company out of New York, and then Lamar Construction out of Louisiana. Okay? So when it comes to business, we as people, young people, Black people, white, and any other color, and I don't care who take the White House, and I got to give a recognition to Senator Warnock, out of the state of Georgia. He's a good friend of mine in the Ebenezer Baptist Church.
Yes, sir.
Great recognition of him. We need to be focused. We need to have love. We need, like the brother just said a minute ago, we need not to take a chicken or a spoon of rice out of our fellow man's pots or mouth. But if I can help you, it's better to give than to receive.
Yes, sir.
I'm a witness to that. I get so many blessings, I can't give away stuff fast enough. I can't give it away fast enough. Money, clothes, wood, food. If you want it, come and get it. Because I got more than I can handle. But it all comes from having the love of God and the love of your fellow man and having peace in your heart and wanting to do good. If we can do that as a nation and as a world and as a people, and charity starts at home. My mama always taught me charity starts at home and it spreads abroad. If you got love for your house, you'll have love for your wife's house, your girlfriend, if you're dating a girl or whatever it is, my ex-fiance. And I'm going to tell you another thing. There's no such thing, y'all, as better or worse. Even when it comes to cooking, like the brother was saying a minute ago, I got the difference you on that. And I'll shut up in a minute. Okay? Many years ago when I was first engaged, I draw. And my fiance at the time, Tashia, she draw. And she would tell me, she said, baby, your picture look better than mine, or it look more 3D. I told her, I said, baby, mine's not better than yours, or yours not better than mine. It's just that we see stuff in different lights or different elements. I might see more shading, you might see that. Somebody just like with them, like right now, I was cooking lamb on the fireplace the other night. Somebody's taste might be a little different from how I cooked it. They might do it a little bit different. It's just all in fun and glory and just having fun and being thankful. Thankful and grateful. Thankful and grateful. I got a birthday coming up in a couple of weeks. If I die right now, y'all, I can say God is the greatest.
Yes.
His son Jesus lives.
Yes.
And Holy
Come on.
Spirit reigns.
Look here, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. This is supposed to be Black Friday, but we about to have some church up in here, y'all. We about to have some church up in here. Alex, you still with us? Alex, you still with us?
Yeah.
What's on your heart?
I'm still with you, big guy.
What's
just
on...
enjoying all this this great conversation.
Yes, sir.
Indeed, I didn't say anything about Bishop a minute ago, and I apologize because he sure enough is a great man. I listened to this young man. Of course, he is
I need to know,
man.
Alex, I need to know. I need to ask y'all one question. Man. Where's Bishop gonna send a check? All this good stuff. All this good stuff y'all said. Where he gotta send a check to, man?
Wait, say it again now.
What does he have to send a check to?
To my address first.
Y'all saying all this good stuff, man. Hold on now.
He done paid off a lot of people.
Something going on around here, man.
Y'all laughing and I can't hear the question.
I just want to know, brother. I just want to know, where does Bishop have to send a check? Because all this good stuff y'all saying, I know, man. Look here, he lays in y'all pocket some kind of way to say this. All this good stuff, man.
You know what? He ain't got to send no check to me. A few years ago, when his mom passed, I couldn't make it to her funeral. But my heart and my prayers was with him, united in love on that day that he lost his dear mother. So ain't no amount of money on this earth.
Yes.
And I mean gold bars. And I know somebody who got some could ain't none of it. When he fell out of there, I think he fell out of a tree the other year. Was it last year, Bishop?
Yeah, look at him. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why he up in that tree, but go ahead, brother.
Yo.
Say what now?
I'm trying to figure out why in the world he went up in that tree, old as he is. But go ahead, brother. That's my dude, man. That's my dude right there, Bishop. He sitting right here beside me, man. That's my dude, man. I got to pick at him though. But go ahead, bro.
Bishop had a work to do, man. He had a work to do. Sometimes when you got that fire in your boat, no matter how old you are, even if you're by yourself.
Yes, sir.
It's kind of like Ella Robinson Jr. used to say. I don't know if y'all know Ella Robinson Jr., but I heard him say one time, when you're having service, I don't need a whole bunch of people with me.
Yeah.
When the Spirit get in me, I'll sing, I'll beat the drum, I'll clap my hands, I'll testify, and I'll preach. I'll baptize myself. I don't need nobody else. So that's the reason why he got the Lord with him. That's the reason why. Even when he failed, guess what? He still got the Lord with him.
You know what?
Just that simple.
I'm gonna tell you something. When he fell right in the Lord's hands.
Yeah.
And that's why he's still here today, because he didn't have to be here. He didn't have to be here. He
didn't have to be here.
Bishop, what's on your heart, brother?
The grace of God.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, I appreciate that, Adrian, and
I'll send a check. Go on, say I'll send a check next week.
I don't talk too much about me and that tree. I got a vendetta against that tree. I want you to know that.
Yes, sir.
Well, didn't you fall off a motorcycle too?
Oh Lord.
Did you fall off a motorcycle?
No, I got hit.
What, Bishop?
I got hit riding the motorcycle.
Man, look here. You doing a lot of falling, brother.
Man, hey, the lady ran over me. I didn't run over.
Hey, guess what?
Yes, sir.
When you got hit.
Yeah.
When you got hit, I wanted to come and minister to you, preacher. I was out working, but I wanted to come and show my love to you.
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I was riding my bike. I was riding my motorcycle. And it's so crazy. I was saying, Lord, I hope nobody don't try to pull out in front, because I was riding. And lo and behold, next thing you know, the lady ran over me.
Wow. Good Lord.
She was in the left lane. I was in the right, and she turned on me. And I'm going to tell you how good God is.
Come on.
Because the folks said, man, you should have been dead.
Come on, testify.
You know,
come on.
And I'm laying there, but when she hit me, me and the bike went down, but my adrenaline caused me to jump back up, and I stood up, and her car was on my motorcycle, and I picked it up and picked the car up off my motorcycle. And I'm gonna tell you,
you wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Say what?
It sound like
I'm like just about Ventura.
Exactly.
On Predator. Hey man, you're bleeding. I ain't got time to bleed.
Exactly.
Man, my adrenaline was flowing, but I'm gonna tell you, we serve a mighty God. See, now you know.
Come on.
Thank you, Aiden, for going there, man. But I'm gonna tell you, God has brought me through a whole lot.
Yes, sir.
And I'm still in the land of living. I think say God ain't through with you yet, boy.
Come on.
So that's why I'm on fire for the Lord. I don't care who like me, who don't like me. I'm going to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Yes, sir. Come on.
Bring people to the knowledge of the truth.
Say it.
Because I'm going to tell you, God took me. I was a disgrace. But God made me an amazing grace.
Come on.
I was lost, but now I found I was blind, but now I see. And I asked the question, who wouldn't serve a God like this?
Come on.
We serve a mighty God.
Who wouldn't serve him?
Man, I'll tell you the truth. And I'm so appreciative of everybody calling in.
Yes.
I'm appreciative of the comments. We're talking business. But if we leave that subject and get me started talking about Christ, we'll be here for a minute. Because you don't put a preacher in front of the mic. You know what you say? That's why Adrian, see, he don't know, he a preacher. It's in him. So because he get him started, man, he can turn some stuff up.
He'll turn some over.
Man, I enjoy talking to that young man. He'll call me every now and then. We get to talking, we laugh. I'm a down to earth kind of person. I ain't one of them preachers who's head all up in the clouds. I'm Bishop so and so.
Hold on. Let me get you set. Go ahead.
Lord Jesus, this boy right
here. Go ahead.
This is my dude, y'all. I love him.
Man, you know what? And Bishop, we can get back to talking about business because guess what? Business is in the Bible.
Yes, sir.
Everything that we do in modern time was addressed in the days of old. What y'all want to know about? What's your questions for me? I see how to run a construction company.
Yes,
how
sir.
to work for the government, how to get government contracts. That's one of the things I do. Multi-million-dollar contract. One of the largest contracts I've ever worked on was $4 billion. Long Island Power Authority.
Hold on, brother. Hold on.
$4 billion.
Yeah, you say, are you saying with a B or M? You saying billion or million? You saying billion with
Alpha?
a
Wait a minute. Let's get this right.
Come on.
Alpha, Beta.
Come on.
Charlie.
Yes.
I said beta.
Beta.
B.
There you
Can
go.
you imagine that kind of money in front of you, men? Can you imagine that kind of money in front of you? I did that about 10 years ago when I was a lot younger. I controlled that kind of money, and that was only a pea in the bucket. I know more about the U.S. government and the state of New York when it comes to business than I care to ever want to know.
Now, you know, I'm asking you a question.
Them jokers try to pay me $500,000 to work for NYU, and I turn them down because their books are messed up and they don't know what they're doing. And I can't come in with an administration of people that's ignorant. And then when I try to teach you and you still sitting there collecting money and you being ignorant, ain't nothing getting done. I'm not going to stress myself like that. I turned down $500,000. That ain't nothing. I made more than that by myself. My mama taught me how to do that.
Yeah. Now I got to ask you this question. Now, you said New York City, and we got a fella that's in the White House right now that was supposed to be a great businessman in New York City in real estate.
Okay.
What do you have to say about this individual?
I'm going to tell you this. Anybody who is smart knows the laws and the books, okay? And when you go to the White House or to the Senate seat, you have that knowledge to be able to change the law. Actually, I have a law modeled after me. If you don't believe me, look it up. It's called SIRI, Standard and Recovery Improvement Act of New York. 2013, President Obama signed it in the legislation. I can tell you what it said and why it came about. And my thoughts on Donald John Trump is that he's smart. When it comes to business, he's smart. He knows what laws and what tax brackets to flip the card at the right time to gain and in benefit. And that's just honest. Okay. Even if you look back at the Carnegie Mallones, if you look back at the Rockefellers, okay, same thing. Robert E. Lee, George Washington, they knew what laws were structured and they took advantage of that. Many of us black people, we are ignorant to know the laws that are on the books, and we are ignorant to know what can benefit us and when. Most of all, we throw away too much. The old saying, one man treasure is another man's treasure. Do y'all know how much metal I sold in my life? Tons and tons. Aluminum, copper, iron, okay? That stuff has value to it. Many of us black people, we get mad with white folks and Asians and Mexicans and all of that when they get up and they actually put some initiative and some work in the stuff, and then we sit back entitled 40 acres and a mule. Ain't no 40 acres in that mule. That mule is going to do like in the Bible when they will beat that ass and that ass said, why you beating me? That's what that mule is going to do. And them 40 acres going to burn up if you don't get up and do something. It's too many people out here in America. I'm talking about young people. They don't know how to put their pants on, and I can prove it. I had a young man that was working with me here the other day, busting firewood out here in Texas. He couldn't tie his shoes. Pants falling down on his butt, on his knees. I don't need no man like that coming to work for me, and you better not come to work high either. If you smoke weed at home, that's your business. If you drink at home, that's your business. But when you come to my job, if you're not sober, off the site. And if you try me, I got a shotgun for you. Just that simple. I've done it before, and I'll do it again. What's the question else about business?
No. Look here, we got another caller. Hold on, brother. We're gonna come right back to you. We gotta rotate. We got another caller just called in. What's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, what's your name?
My name is Christy.
I'm sorry.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, how you doing? This is Christy Gator calling from Jabai Inc. Nonprofit.
Christy. Good morning. How you doing? Good to have you.
How y'all doing today?
Hey, doing great. Good to have you. Definitely good to have you. We're talking business today. We do Black Friday on Fridays, and we talk everything that's business. So I'm not gonna ask you a question. I'm just gonna throw some out there. What is on your heart concerning business, and why is it that some people don't or are not as successful as others? Is it the work ethic? What do you think it is?
Oh Lord, they don't want to follow. You have to. It's a leader, but you have to follow. And exactly work ethic. You know, everybody want to come in to be the boss, but nobody want to listen to nobody. Everybody want to be the chief. But if you have a plan, you work the plan, and everybody manifests. But you know, everybody for themselves. I've been a business owner for 13 years. I've seen it. You know, one thing you got more than they got, then they start to, you know, to not do what they're supposed to do, and that's not how it go. If I ain't the boss, I'm supposed to be the leader. I'm supposed to do but I gotta make sure that you good too. If I'm taking care of you, you take care of me. But we don't do that. We all for self.
Wow. Wow.
Let me say this,
Okay.
and I'm gonna talk about Chrissy, and I know her, I know very well, and I know her husband. Both of them are friends of mine.
Okay.
I believe I can call her my friend.
Okay.
Chrissy owns a styling salon called The Color Bar.
Color Bar, okay.
Yeah, and but she also has a nonprofit, which is Jabby Inc. Last week, she partnered with the Rotary Club, and they fed over 1,100 people.
Come on now.
They provided boxes of food for over 1,100 people.
Okay.
Now she's giving back to the community. And tomorrow, November the 7th, tomorrow, they're feeding the community.
Okay.
Now, if this is somebody that's not giving back to the community, I don't know what it is.
Exactly. Now, what time are they doing that? But let's put that information out there.
Chris, go ahead and put the information
Chris, tell us about what you're doing tomorrow.
Tomorrow, we're just feeding the community. Right now, that's what I'm doing now. I'm cleaning chicken, cooking string beans, macaroni and cheese. I'm starting to prep. So I can start cooking later on tonight, early tonight and early in the morning. Because tomorrow it's going to be from 1 to 3. We're going to be at 5864 Redan Road in Stone Mountain, Georgia. And we just give it back. I believe in feeding the homeless. But, everybody not homeless still need food. And I just want to give them hot food.
Yeah.
I don't want to do no cold turkey sandwiches and none of that. I want to give some hot and good food. So I said it's a good way to start off Thanksgiving, the holiday season. We're giving back.
Okay. Now, what time is it going to be? And give it the location one more time, if you don't mind.
It's gonna be 5864 Redan Road, Stone Mountain, Georgia, and it's gonna be from 1 to 3 tomorrow.
Okay.
And you just drive up. You can stay in your car because you gotta do social distance. So you just drive up and get a plate of food and you go.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
I see some of her posts. She's cooking. So I know her as a hairstylist and a business owner. I didn't know she was a chef too.
Come on now.
She got on the little hat. Come on now. I'm gonna tell you, boy. so I'm excited about what they have going on.
That's my passion.
Yeah, there you go. I'm excited about what they got going on. I have to throw a shout out to her, her guy, Caesar Gator. That's my dude. I love that dude. He's like a brother to me.
Let me ask Christian this question real quickly. Now, cause we over here in Lilburn, and if we got the facility here, we might want to do one here.
When? Tell me when? Where? Let's make it happen.
As a matter of fact, after we finish broadcasting there, if it's okay with you, I'm gonna give you a call off air, and we're gonna talk about it and see if we set it up and make it happen right here. Okay.
Yes. Okay. We can make it happen. Absolutely.
Good.
Oh, by the way, can I say this? She has an award. She and Caesar Jabby Inc. They recognize people for their accomplishments in this world. Last year, they had the first black female owner of an airline, and they gave her an award. It's called the International Trailblazers Award.
Okay.
And if my mind serves me right, if 2021 comes around, I'm supposed to be one of the recipients.
Come on now.
I'm supposed to be.
Man, how much you pay for that?
Esther.
Yeah.
How much you pay for that, man? Hold on now. How much money you put up for that?
You're gonna have to come to our event. We doing big things, like you said. That's just to kick off the Trailblazers Awards. But this year we had our second golf annual tournament.
And see, the thing about it, we definitely gonna talk off air, and hopefully Bishop will get you over here one day. We can meet face to face, show you the location and where we are. And we definitely can make some things happen.
Collaborate on a whole lot of stuff.
Absolutely. Good deal. Tawanda, that brother said with a B. Government deals with a B. Now, Tawanda, what's on your heart?
I wanted to, first of all, let me say, Bishop, I think Bishop got a new job for Black Friday. we need to hire Bishop for Black Friday. We ain't never had this many calls in our life. Bishop got a new job, but for the I wanted to go because people might miss this grant writer.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, Tawanda, your phone is skipping in and out a little bit. Are you talking directly into it?
Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
That I wanted to go back to this grant writer because what I was saying earlier about people sitting around waiting for these crumbs that when they're saying, well, what has anybody done for Black people? You're sitting around waiting for these handouts and these crumbs. I told you guys earlier that we as Black people leave trillions of dollars on the floor each year. So I wanted him to talk about that for a little bit.
Sir?
Okay. Yes. Tell me your name again, sister.
Tawanda.
I'm Adrian White. The federal fiscal year ends at the bottom of September and it starts back over October the 1st. That's the fiscal year. It does not model the calendar year. Each state is actually different as well. So whatever state you live in, there's state level grants also. There's local level grants also. You need to go to grants.gov. When you go to grants.gov, go up to the top right, anything that you want money for. Anything. If you're a 501c3, if you have an EIN, that's awesome. If you have a FIPS number, even better. Those are like your Social Security card. And I know I'm going through this fast because I know it. I've been doing it for 10 plus years now. But those are your Social Security numbers, basically, under your company. So you can apply to any type of grant that you want to. It tells you right there what you need to put in the grant. It tells you what your budget are. By the way, we're doing a mass hiring. I'm doing a mass hiring right now. I need 5,000 people, and I'm not playing. Just that simple. Because with COVID being out, I know what the government is doing. Several years ago, when I was a grantee for the state of New York and I passed that $4 billion for LIPA, there was a meeting that the federal government had, Senator Schumer and Andrew Cuomo, the governor of New York, and I was in that meeting. They specifically told us how the government was going to change these structures. There's a specific division of the government that relates to grants that I work for. I know what the model is. And I need people. But as far as your organization, sure, what are you, a 501c3 or 508?
Tawanda?
Hello?
Tawanda?
Oh, you're a 501?
Oh, she didn't answer. Tawanda, he asked you a question. Tawanda, can you hear him? I think she's having some issues with it.
It doesn't matter. Does anybody else have questions about grants? I'll tell you straight out.
Well,
I'll tell you the federal law and the codes that you need to look at.
Well, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna call you again. I'm gonna call you off air, and we're gonna talk about this thing off the air because you need something. Okay, yeah, we're gonna talk off air, and I'm gonna find out what it is that I need to know and what I need to do.
Bishop Gregory, is your son working? Your youngest one, Gabriel?
He has his Art of Virtue business, but outside of that, no.
I understand. Besides that, I need him to work for me. Everything is remote. I don't need to see nobody's face. And I know this sounds blunt, but I'm straight to the point when it comes to business. I need him to contact me via email or phone for call today. We have a Zoom meeting later on this evening, and I need to put together work for us. And since I like you, of course, and I love your family, I love your wife, love your mother-in-law, and love your mom too, please have him to contact me within the next couple of hours so I can send him that link.
Okay, I'll be on it.
Good deal.
Thank you.
Good deal. Rico, what's on your heart, brother? Rico, you there?
Let me get off mute for a second. I need to find out some more of this information myself, man. This
Black Friday.
Like he's somebody I need to know about, man. I need to a website, a business card or something, man. Something I need to pull up to see about.
You can look on LinkedIn. If you want to talk to me, go on LinkedIn right now and put in Adrian White, ADRIANWHITE, and you'll see me standing there with the newly elected Senator Reverend Raphael Walnut. Okay, you'll see me standing there. Talk to me on there. Shoot me over your resume. Ask me your questions. What industry you work in. I worked in darn that every industry I can think of. Man, I worked in factories. I made molds. I made paper, plastic, oil. I've done fracking, pour concrete, build nuclear power plants. The HJ Apron down in Florida. Tifton 75 Bridge Rehab down there in Tift County, Georgia. ABAC. H.J. Russell was a good friend of my dad. Did y'all know who that is? Hello? Are y'all out of Atlanta?
Yes, we out of Atlanta. Yeah, I live in Atlanta now. I'm not originally from here.
Let me tell you who H.J. Russell is. The Georgia Dome, the old dome.
Mm-hmm.
He built that.
Wow.
He's a black man.
Mm-hmm.
He's built several of those buildings. And see, y'all don't even know that historical fact about black people, but you talk black business.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine how Mr. Russell, who if he were alive would be 100 now. Imagine how things were when he came along, living in America as a black man, 50, 60, 70 years ago, when they had to be up before the chickens working and still had to go work for the white folks and was still trying to accumulate for their families and was still had hopes and dreams. But we forget about that. Because we want everything so modern at a touch, and we're so entitled to our 40 acres and our mule. Again, that mule's going to kick you in the you know what, and that 40 acres is going to be set on fire if we do not get up and do something and have some pride in ourselves. And I'm done for today.
And I'm going to tell you something. One of the things to what you just said, and I say this all the time, brother. I say this all the time. God will provide for the birds in the tree, but he's not going to drop it in the nest.
Yep.
That bird got to get out of that nest.
Exactly.
Everything that he needs, everything that he wants, everything that he desires is there. God has provided it for him. But he need to get out that nest because if he's sitting in that nest, go ahead, Rico.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir.
I speak on this all the time about us knowing our scholars and our high achievers. And I'm not from Alabama, but I remember when the Georgia Dome was built. I never would have known that was a black man that done that. Now I do remember when they had. I remember when they had the Black Airline over in Atlanta at one point in time, and a lot of people didn't know about that. But that's just one of the prime examples of how we need to acknowledge our greatest achievers and our scholars, because they will know more about T.I. and Ludacris and Jermaine Dupri than they'll know about this man that built the Georgia Dome. And he really needs to be acknowledged.
Dude, H.J. Russell built many of them skyscrapers, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
So, I mean, with that, imagine somebody at 4, 5, 6, or 7 knowing this mountain and then having the ambition that he has and the hope to figure one day they can build a skyscraper instead of not having that hope, because all they're surrounded by is people that are talking about athletes and entertainers.
Exactly.
So I mean, that's one of the prime examples that we have dropped the ball over time. It's one thing to talk about business, but at the same time, we got to understand our legacy. and so we won't repeat some of the same mistakes, but then at the same time, we can stand on those shoulders with a little bit more surety.
That's right.
With a little bit more courage when we step out on the limb. We'll be more bold and more I'm gonna say encouraged to go out on the limb and stand up on our own to do great things like these people did, because I never knew about this man, but that's another one now. I'm gonna be looking him up today myself.
Look him up.
Exactly.
Yeah, he died a few years ago. He laid out at the Ebenezer Church of that Reverend Senator Warnock's church. Yeah, he was a great man. I remember when he used to come to Georgia Southern and recruit new construction and engineering graduates from down there. I remember that. And at the time, I was pouring concrete for Kiewit Southern, Peter Kiewit, over out of Omaha, Nebraska. And we were building the HJ aprons down in Florida. I helped pour the Florida Miami International Airport, bro. And we were doing other bid. I helped build a nuclear power plant out in the state of Washington. I bid it on that one. I think that thing cost nearly $1 trillion US government dollars for a trillion, and I was about 19 at the time when I was bidding on it and doing all them engineering takeoffs, and we were sending in the specifications and the drawings and all that type of stuff. It was really cool, really cool to be a part of.
There you go. And that's what, and I'm gonna tell you something. That's what I think the young folks need to hear. That's what the young people need to hear on success stories, and you can, because far too often they see the negative, or they get caught up in the negative, and they don't understand that, you know, there's a world out there that, man, I'm gonna tell you something. I grew up in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Okay.
And I had an opportunity to travel out, you know, outside. I graduated in Hawaii, Honolulu, Hawaii, because I had an opportunity to travel and see different parts of the world. I go to Greensboro right now, and I had lived in Greensboro in over 30, 40 years. I go to Greensboro right now, and I guarantee you, my old neighborhood, I could go there, and some of the same people are sitting on the same front porch doing the same thing they was doing when I left. I guarantee you, some of the same people are sitting around doing the same thing that they was doing when I was there.
It's ridiculous.
Doing nothing. And if you ask them, what part of the world have you seen, man? I went on the other side of town, and a lot of them had been outside the city, much less the state. We need to let the young people know, man, that there's a world out there, man. And I'm gonna tell you something, young man. I'm so proud of you, man, and all the things that you've done. And to say that you started working at 4 years old, your mother did an amazing job with you, man. Your mother did an amazing job.
Yeah. Thank you. I did. I remember we used to pick up pecans. One of my first jobs, we had pecan tree. Bishop knows this, down there beside Mama house. But we used to pick up pecans, and we would sell them to Aiken Feed and Seed to pay our taxes. And I used to have to carry bags. I used to have to pick them up. I used to have to shell them. I used to have to fill out the receipts and count the money and all of that. And then with my dad on Saturday morning, Bishop remembers my daddy. I would go to Johnson Junkyard, and he would teach me how to be strong. So he'd let me carry his tool bag. So as a little child, I'm trying to drag the tool bag through the salvage yard. Finally, I realized get a wheelbarrow. They had little kids wheelbarrows. So I got a little kids wheelbarrow and a bucket, and I would carry his tools. And I would go work on it, you know, take parts off of my mom. She'd always, when we get home, Jesse, you gonna let her come call on my baby. My baby don't need to be out there with you. Elizabeth, that's all right. That boy gonna be all right. He ain't gonna get hurt. That's what my days were like when I was a little kid.
There you go.
It was fun. We did a lot of fun stuff, boy.
And now you're reaping the benefits of all of that.
Man,
train a child
I'm
in the way,
happy, bro.
Yes, sir. Train a child in the way that they should go, and they will not depart from it. Alex, what's on your heart?
Well, I'm just actually taking it all in. Of course, it is good to hear some positive things and things that I wasn't aware of myself. And it's good to know of Black entrepreneurs that have done great works, that things just been kind of hid away and not be known to the actual general public. You know, I'm not one that and it's my fault, not reading enough to be able to educate myself about things that just don't come in the light. Or come over the news or be shown over the web where I can be able to pick up on it, you know, and that's my fault. And that's a lot of our fault, of course, not being able to educate ourselves by simply reading the magazines or reading the little books to find out some things that can help us move one step ahead. But of course, it's good to know that we are doing great work. It's good to know that we're still on the move, no matter how much we have been put behind. You know, it's always been a tremendous challenge for me as a Black man, entrepreneur, in dealing with the things, you know, that I've had to deal with over my lifetime and still dealing with today. But I've gotten better. God has been a tremendous blessing in my life.
Yes, sir.
I heard a young man say, you know, that he's actually been blessed, but truly we all have.
Yes, sir.
In different ways. We're not going to be blessed all the same. If we're still here to be able to give it another shot this day or the next day, we're blessed.
Yeah.
You know, and we're going to be highly favored. But we need to think about one another. We need to help one another. And I heard a young lady say about networking. That's been one of my biggest passions, networking with one another. I found it very hard for us to be able to accept that we're here to help one another instead of thinking that we're here to take what the next man have accomplished.
Exactly.
You know, how are we going to grow as a people if we don't network? It's impossible. You can only go so far in business by yourself. Then you got to connect.
Absolutely.
If you don't connect with the next man to grow to the next level, you can get stuck. You're going to be left behind. So networking is so important for us to be able to grow. I heard a young lady saying within her business, you know, she actually networked with others, but she find others that always want to think that, oh, you're making more money than I am. I don't know if I want to do. And that's our problem.
That's our problem. Yes,
we
it
get
is.
too caught up into trying to figure out what the next man making instead of being able to figure out how we can be able to make it better for ourselves or getting the information in order to enhance our business.
Amen.
Get out that selfish mentality where we think the next man is growing too quick. But you know, we ain't gonna all take the same steps.
Yeah.
Some people gonna take 2 steps to year 1. But don't stop stepping.
Come on.
Don't stop connecting. You know, and that's what our biggest headache is. We're selfish. We think about self more than thinking about others. If you think about others, guess what? You're going to grow because you got somebody else you can network with.
Yeah.
You got somebody else you connect with. You know, when I started business 30 years ago, my biggest thing was it was more white shops than it were black. I found 2 black shops in Atlanta. And guess what? They were like shade trees. It's okay, but they was doing their thing. I had a mindset that I want the most professional atmosphere possible so we can give our people an opportunity to see that we can make it happen and then take our business serious. Don't come to, you know, if you come to a location and people don't seem like they're putting much in it, you don't take it serious.
Yeah.
You just want to get whatever you can get out of it, go to the next one. But you go to those excuse me. You go to the white shops, you look at their business, you take it serious whether it's ran down or not.
Yeah, exactly. And
you
see
know,
that
so we got
that goes
network.
that goes and Alex, I'm gonna say something that goes into what we value and what we place value in.
Yes.
And I don't think that we put the proper value in organizations. And I'm gonna tell you something. Sometimes you could go into an organization or say a restaurant or whatever, and it could be absolutely immaculate. And you go in there and you find out who the owner is, and if it's somebody that look like us, we're not gonna give it the same. We're not gonna give it the same amount of honor and respect that we would do if we go into that and it looks like somebody that don't look like us. We'll put more value.
Amen.
We'll put more value on theirs, like their ice is colder than ours, like their sugar is sweeter than ours. It's not. It's not. It's just my thing is you got to learn how to appreciate on what you have. My uncle, you said something a long time ago. And I can't. I know I'm gonna mess it up because it's been so long since I heard it. Y'all probably heard somebody say it before as well. But even the poorest frog praise his own pond and something like that. Yeah. And so my thing is we have to uplift each other, man. If we go into a restaurant and if it says it's not right or the way it should be, find out who the owner is. And if somebody look like you, have a conversation. You don't go in there and beat them down. Don't beat them down. But hey, brother, let me speak to you for a second, man. You know, you have a beautiful establishment here, man. I love what you're doing. I love what you're preparing. But look at, do you think maybe if you take a look at this right here, it will pull more people in? It's all about your approach and how you deal with these people. Talk to me, Bishop.
Well, I tell you,
man.
You on?
Okay.
Go ahead, Bishop. I go ahead too. Go ahead on, Bishop. Go ahead.
Well, you know, I'm just listening. I'm trying to juggle 2 and 3 different things because folks text me left and right.
Yeah.
Because we got to connect these folks together.
Exactly. Connect the dots.
And that's what we're trying to do here. Because in order for us, and I'm gonna say it like this, it's not a black or white thing. It's an us thing. But that's what us. Yeah. If we don't work together and pull together, we're gonna forever be behind the 8 ball and we'll never catch up.
Exactly.
Then we be sitting around crying like Adrian said, give me my 40 acres in the mute. Man, I'm gonna tell you, we're in a time where we can work and buy more than 40 acres. Yeah. And I don't want the mule because I ain't buying no field. You give me a Chevrolet pickup, 1,500.
Do it, Bishop.
Don't give me no mule. I ain't not that flying no field. Give me a John Deere tractor.
Bishop,
So,
you know, I plow with a mule for fun though. It's good exercise, man. It's good exercise, no lie.
Well,
I don't want no exercise.
That's the only reason why I do it. You know, we got tractors. We got tractors. But I know you don't like to do manual labor, freaking.
I don't
want to exercise.
Then you say you long.
Wow, he don't want to exercise. I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm good on the exercise thing. I'm good on that.
But look, y'all, I think a lot of this on the business perspective, for real, all jokes aside, it come back from the days of slavery.
Yeah.
Like the brother was just saying, teaching mentality, we're better than you or we're superior. My mother never taught us in the home that we were better than people. She always taught us love and to share alike, and that there's resources of God that are here plentiful for everybody. We all know the saying, you can lead a host of water, but you can't make them drink.
Yeah.
It's here if you want to get up. And we got to get out of that slave mentality of, you know, like, not so to speak, telling on your brothers and sisters and being Uncle Toms, but looking at somebody and glorifying them higher than ourselves as a God. There is only one God, and we are all God's children, Black, white, Latino, Puerto Rican, Asian, South American, all the rest of us, Eskimos and all. Okay. And like y'all are saying, we must learn to live in the resources that we're given on this earth. Because we ain't gonna go to no other earth and get nothing now. We ain't gonna got nothing out there on Mars that we know about. It's all here.
Yeah.
So in whatever form it is, whether it's manual with a horse and a plow, or whether it's with a computer or playing music or drawing or sewing or hair or whatever it is, enjoy the resources and let's live as the children of God, the image that God has us in. Because then what he did, he spoke all of this stuff in existence for us. It's just on us to get up and enjoy it, be thankful, help each other out. You can go back to the Bible. We're talking about business, right, guys and girls? We're talking about business.
Absolutely.
Let's go back to the first business of the world, the Bible. Cain and Abel. Do you know the story of them?
Yes, sir.
Do you know what happened between them two brothers and the jealousy that caused one to kill the other? They were both businessmen. One of them was a businessman of agriculture. The other was a businessman of farming. He had cattle. Okay,
Teach.
When it came time to go ahead.
Teach. No, I say teach.
Right. When it came time to sacrifice to God to give back into the universe, one of the brothers' offerings was favorable to God because he gave the first. He didn't think about himself. He wasn't selfish like the brother was saying a minute ago. He gave first to others. He gave first to God. Now, the other brother, he gave, but he gave something he didn't care about after he done used over it and messed over like the old folks say. Okay? And God favored that one brother's business offering and investment into the kingdom and back into the earth more than he did the other brother. And the brother got jealous of that. That's what caused him. That was one of the first sins, and there was a murder that happened because of jealousy between two businessmen that happen to be brothers. Right now, if me and Bishop Adams are brothers, or, you know, we are brothers of God and whatnot, you know, we all humans down here, okay? If I look at him and get jealous of him because his business made a $10,000 more profit than mine, and then I go kill him, then guess what? That's going to have me in jail. That's going to have me up under the law. Jesus came to set us free from the law of sin, the law of death, the stain of sin and death. Treat your fellow man right. Love the Lord thy God with all your heart. You can do business. You can be a rich man or woman on this earth. Guess who took Jesus down off the cross? Joseph, a rich man of Arimathea. He was rich. He wasn't no poor man that came and got the body of Jesus down off the cross. Jesus was somebody. And if he's the Son of God and we live in him, why can't we be somebody to have something? I'm not saying that we preaching money this morning and wealth and all that type of stuff. We just preaching a commonality of the kingdom of God right here on earth, and that includes business. The Bible talks about how all kind of business is supposed to be done.
Absolutely.
That's that simple.
Absolutely.
Read. It's there.
Rico, talk to me, brother. Hey, man, we going somewhere today, man. We got about 40 more minutes before we get out of here. We get out of here at 10 o'clock, man. I'm loving this, loving the conversation. And I know Tawana's over there jumping up and down out of her seat, so I'm gonna go to her next. But Rico, what's on your heart?
You know, really, man, I'm taking everything in, man. I mean, everything is so true and positive. You know, I mean, you can't beat the truth.
Yeah.
You know, they say, you know, I like what they said earlier about just because the man is taking 2 steps to your one, don't let that discourage you. You know, the two, one of the steps he's making, he might have an extra heel on him. I ain't gonna tell him he might be doing it the wrong way. He might be cheating. I ain't gonna tell him what's going on. You know, you got to be careful not to be long-guided.
Exactly.
That's another country word. I don't hear too many people say that.
No,
you gotta be careful to be long about being long, guys.
Man, that's too Alabama for me, brother. That's a little too Alabama for me, brother. I got to go ahead and say it. Yeah, that's ain't never heard that one.
Yeah, that's what they say. You wanting a little bit too much, wanting more than your stomach can take. You looking at somebody else got and wanting that too.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Hey,
Yeah, I got you. Hey, I'm being educated today, brother. So I just learned something else because I show Bishop over here laughing at me too. I don't know what's going on, man. I ain't know about all that. But Tawanda, what's on your heart? And Adrian, coming to you next.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So this is I'm just listening, and I'm gonna have to leave shortly. So I have something to do, but this is one of the reasons why I created Black Friday, just to network amongst ourselves, because this is where we need to be. This is what we need to be doing.
Yes.
I don't, if everybody stayed within their lane of what they knew how to do, the world would be a better place, because things that I don't know. Look at was it last year that we got so much backlash from the lady that wanted to know about grants?
Yeah.
And then look, now you have $1 billion grant right here. When we didn't know other things about real estate, then you have $1 billion real estate guy that comes and just shows us love. When we didn't know legal things, then we have a Black attorney, business attorney that comes. So this is one of the reasons why I created Black Friday. And it's just amazing to see it grow over time. Like I said, we are expanding Black Friday. It's going to be a little bit more than just being on here talking. We want to have a more hands-on approach and, incorporate some more things that we've learned and ask more people. So it's just been a blessing. It's amazing because, like I said, you just have to speak some things out into the atmosphere, because you was there at the show. I had no idea Black Friday was going to come into Fruitation. It was just a Black economic show. I never forget. And we just talked about the Black dollar, and on that show, and it wasn't scripted. It was like, hey, listen, why can't we just create a Black Friday? And that's how it came. And then we just grew this thing over time. And we had times where we had no one calling in. We had times where we just were going there talking and educating people. And I think those was the best times, because we picked up a lot of people, and a lot of people learned stuff that they didn't know, including us, because we learned. I think I learned something new every Friday.
Exactly. Yeah, we definitely bounce off each other. I know I said I was gonna go to Adrian next, but I hadn't heard from Donna in a second. Donna, are you there? And we got another caller. Hold on, we're coming to you as well. Donna, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just listening and learning.
Okay. Anything?
I'm listening and learning.
Okay. Good deal. I just want to know, is anything on your heart right now? But I just want to let you know, sister, we didn't forget about you. We know you're still there. But we got another caller.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely. We got another caller. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Minister Neil?
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing on this wonderful morning?
Man, look here, man. I'm just gonna start off by saying happy birthday to you, brother.
Happy birthday, Doc.
Hey, thank you, sir. Hey, God has given me, yes, sir. God has given me the ultimate, which is 50, which is the Bible says is Jubilee. I am Jubilee, and I'm going to lead today.
Hey, Minister Neil, you my dude, man. I love you, man. I was telling Raheem, but you turned 35 today. He said you turned 22. Somewhere in the conversation, somebody said that was a rough 22.
Hey. They can call it what they want, Doc. Hey, they can call it what they want, because they can't get us one, bro. All the dirt out there in this world but the C50. Hey, and look here, say what you want to call them.
Go ahead.
So look here. Hey, the dirt I'm doing. I can't speak for your dirt. So my dirt.
Yeah,
yes,
go ahead.
Nobody else dirt but mine.
Yes, sir.
he got me stirred up yesterday.
What the whole station sang that song? The whole song sang that song, say my record will be there. With the faces of Dr. Bell.
Well,
somebody.
Hey, y'all, anything about anybody, y'all know I'm a preacher, so you know every now and then, I love to bring out them old hymns when I'm preaching. So
yes, sir.
I want to let you know. I like, so I'm going to take you somewhere when you go with me.
There you go.
Man, I just want to call and tell y'all, man, this is a wonderful day.
Yes, sir.
The Lord has made, and when I say that, man, because y'all talking about Black Friday, and my brother, my baby brother, he's an entrepreneur as well, and he wasn't able to speak right now because he's still in there cleaning up. But let me tell you, he's actually did another segment with what is it? Today's Good Morning America today, and he just did another segment, and I was telling him, I said, you went from selling chicken dinners on the corner to now you're on national TV.
Yes,
that's Black entrepreneurship.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And that's God.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
So we talking about Black Friday. That's a Black Friday.
And you tell Kenny,
I'm proud of him. I have to salute him.
I was going to tell him the same thing. I'm proud of him, man, because I met him a couple of times, man. Good brother.
Yeah, I had to salute him, man.
Yes,
I had to salute him just to let him know that you talk about somebody who sells chicken dinners on the corner.
Come on.
Tonight he's on national TV, and I just wanted to say that, man, because that really, just let me know just how wonderful God is and how the power of the Black money. And I say the Black money because 90% of his customers are Black. So we can do it. We just gotta want to do it.
Yeah, gotta have that desire.
Support one another.
Yeah, exactly.
That
drive and that desire, man. I got a T-shirt. I'm gonna come out with it. I don't know if I need to put the quote out there. I ain't gonna put it out there because y'all. I might walk down the street and see my quote on somebody else's shirt. I'll be mad then. But I got this quote.
Hey, what you gonna put out DJ Sunday School?
Hey, I might get one of them on there too. I might get one of them. Hey, ain't no telling. Hey, them t-shirts, big money, man. T-shirt. I'm gonna put my quote out there. But listen, Bishop, talk to me.
Well, I tell you, man. This is a great segment. I do appreciate everybody calling in and giving their views, their perspective as it relates to business, entrepreneurship, whatever you want to call it. But I really have to take my hat off to these individuals.
Yes.
That impart that wealth of knowledge to Wanda. Appreciate her and how she had this inception of Black Friday, and you have taken over on your perspective from hers and making this thing great. And I love all these business owners that's calling in and everything that's going on. And I have to really make mention again about Christy and what they're doing through Jabby, and how they're going to be feeding tomorrow at 5684 Redan Road in Stone Mountain from 1 to 3. So I most definitely want to say something about that because she's doing all that cooking. We don't want the food to go to waste. That means if she bring it, she don't want to take it all back home.
Exactly.
So get on out there and get that food. Thank God for what she brings to the table. Thank God for Alex Humphrey and his business. I appreciate him. Thank God for Donna Green. It's been 42 years. Her son has been missing. And she's been, she started her nonprofit to try to help families, try to find their lost one, their loved ones. And there's so many different things going on. Adrian White, his knowledge, his wealth of understanding of business. I just got to give a shout out to him. I appreciate him. Rico, he has a lot of wisdom. Rico said something the other day, and I was talking. And I'm gonna say it. I got to say it.
Say it.
When I talked about Black and brown, and we talking about those Hispanics, and we thank God for them and love them. He said, "Why do we always have to incorporate everybody in our struggle? They didn't go through what we went through." And I said, "You know what? You're right." So it's not a slap in their face, but I don't want to be a slapping out. I got to talk about the struggle. The struggle is real. So if we don't come together, band together to build and make things better for us, we're gonna continue being behind the 8 ball. We get this mindset. It's about me. It's about mine. Well, you gotta get away from me and mine and got to go to we and ours.
Come on.
And the book say we then that are working together. The preamble to the Constitution say we the people. When it's time for us to come together, it's time for us to unite and stop getting that me and mine. If you don't want it, I got to get mine. I got to get mine. That's why you're going to be by yourself.
Come on.
But if you come together, Ecclesiastes said 2 are better than 1.
2? What? Come on.
That's right.
You would be, when I look at you sometime and you sitting there by yourself, I'll be feeling sorry.
Oh, Lord.
So I have to come here so I can sit with you. Somebody got to be the good looking one.
Well, I'm so glad. I'm so glad I'm the good looking one.
What you say?
I'm so, and again, I just got to say it like animal one true. Animal one true. I like to tell the one true.
We'll tell it then, bro.
Hey, I'm glad I'm the good looking one.
I'm glad too then. That be the case. I don't know what he been drinking, y'all. I need to smell the breath, but then I really don't want to smell it. You know?
Oh Lord.
But hey, you know.
Good deal. But listen, man, we covered a lot today. It's our 9:31. We out of here at 10 o'clock, but I want to go around, man. As a matter of fact, let me go back to Rico. Rico, what's on your heart, brother?
Man, I just want to say, man, I enjoyed this conversation, man.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
like I said, this type of platform, man, is very informative. You know, and it's encouraging too. You know, for those that might come on and catch it on accident. You know, every week I'm hearing different people that's coming on and saying, man, I've never heard this station before. I've never heard this program before.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, you catching people's interest, and you know they getting a lot from it. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, you know, they go on not just throughout that day, but the days that follow. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff has an effect on them. It helps them to improve and move forward and being positive and progressing. You know, I'm learning a lot, man. I'm picking up a lot all the time, man. And I mean, I crave knowledge. You know, I crave information, and it's really motivating. You know, to me, I like knowing at this age. In some ways, it's sort of disappointing that, you know, I come this far in life and don't know some of the things that I do know, that I don't know. But, you know, at the same time, I feel better when I do find out about them, like knowing the man that built the Georgia Dome, you know. So, man, it just, I hope that everybody that gets on here, man, they find something, you know, to take away from it that helps them and to pass on and spread the wealth of.
And that's good. That's good. Adrian, let me ask you this question. Mentoring the youth, the young people. Where's that in your heart, brother?
You asking me?
Yes, sir.
I've done mentoring. I used to do Upward Bound years ago, and I've done stuff around the nation. And, you know, I employ young people because I always need people to work for me, and I teach skills. I try my best to teach practical, everyday skills that you can use no matter if you got on a suit and tie or if you got a shovel in your hand. Okay. So where exactly is your question at on that?
Because we like to do a lot of mentoring and like to reach out to the young people.
Okay.
Is that something?
Okay.
Is that something that's in your heart, man? Is that something that you have a desire to continue to do? Because you just said that you have done it. Is that something that you would desire to do in the future?
Well, yes, I would desire to continue to do that as long as the people, you know, pay attention. And a question, you can ask me any question you want to know. I had a young gentleman early this year by the name of Caleb he was from Houston. He met me up here in Austin, and he wanted to be mentored and learn different things. And I taught him as much as I possibly could about working and about life, you know, as a young man and whatnot. And I pray the best for him in his future. He has a son, you know, at a young age and didn't really know how to, you know, work and make money and stay. But I pray the best for him and starting his family. So, and that's with anybody, you know. For the sister that's having a grill tomorrow, what's your cash out? Let me send you a donation if I can.
I think she actually is off the line right now. She had to hang up because she's doing a lot of cooking. But I'll make sure Bishop connect you two together. And, I'll make sure Bishop. Tawana had a clip she sent to me. I'm gonna play this clip real quickly. And Tawana, what's this clip you sent? Tawanda?
I was on mute because I'm trying to get ready to leave. But the clip is just really brief. It's just like a 30-second. It was on TikTok, but it was from Steve Harvey, and he was explaining basically the time of day that I thought it would go real good with Black Friday.
Okay, let's play it real quick. Hold on for a second. Let me get the volume up here. Back it up just a little bit. There we go.
Rich people don't sleep 8 hours a day. That's a third of your life. It ain't but 24 hours in a day. You cannot be sleep 8 hours a day. You can't live in LA and wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's 11 o'clock on the East Coast. The stock market been open 2 hours. They already making decisions about your life and your ass was sleep. The Bible says he who loves to sleep and the folding of hands, poverty will set upon you like a thief in the night. Rich people.
Amen.
Wow. Adrian, want to speak on that?
I'll speak on it real briefly.
Okay.
If you read the scripture, the greatest gift that God gave us, and this applies to work too, is the gift of his son, Jesus. I was thinking about that this morning. The Bible says when the mothers was there at the sepulchre of Jesus, they was there early to see their Lord, but he was already risen and gone. Just like Steve Harvey just said, and I used to live in Pasadena, California, Los Angeles County, okay? You're not going to be wealthy. You're not going to be rich in life. And most of all, y'all, I'm going to tell you why I worked so much and been so long. I hate being bored, and I love to be creative. I got to do like Bishop Lucas, Bishop Adams used to say, Bishop Lucas say, get up off the stool or do nothing. I got to get up off the stool or do nothing. I got to do something. So sometimes it hit me at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm working with people on the East Coast, and I'm in Central. When I was on the West Coast, I was working with people in Europe. You got to get up and get it while it's rolling, and you never know when it's going to be. As a business owner, you have to be able to be alert, be able to think, have high quality, okay, invest in others, mentor others, and somebody said it earlier. Most of all, you are as strong as the people that you lead. You need to invest in your insurance, pay their insurance, help them with insurance, educate them, help them feed, and teach them how to save money themselves, and then we can have a better future and a better generation, y'all.
Good deal, good deal. Minister Neal, speak to me, brother. Minister Neal, you there? Man, I lost him. Let me see here. No, he's still there.
I'm here.
Okay, what's on your heart, brother?
Hey, I'm just listening to all the great work that we as Black people are doing right now, especially with the feeding, man. You know, that's awesome. That is awesome, man. And just continue to let God use you in that way. That's what I can tell you, man. I'm just here to encourage you, because I mean, God, like I told you yesterday, it's natural when God puts it in your ministry. It's natural, and it's awesome, man. It's awesome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bishop.
Yes, sir. We're, like I said, man, we're trying to connect. Business-minded individuals together. And the more you know, the further you go. And don't be selfish to hold on to what you have mentally wise or knowledgeable in business. And then, expect everybody to get up, pull themselves up by their bootstrap. Everybody don't wear boots. So I appreciate everyone. I appreciate Adrian. I appreciate Donna. I appreciate Christy. I appreciate Alex. I appreciate everyone that calls in and get their perspective and what we can do to connect people together. I've already got consent. That's what I'm doing. Sending out information, trying to connect everybody together so we can move forward. And build as a nation of people.
Come on.
And I'm talking about the Black nation. I'm not a militant. But I'm going to tell you, a house divided against itself cannot stand. So we got to stand together and build together so we can have. And that's why I really applaud Alex for his trucking service and what he has done. And him and his wife worked together. Then they brought the son in after he, completed school and let him now operate the business. Because he knows he's going to decrease. So since I'm a decrease, I don't want what I worked toward to come to an end. So here you go, son. This is what we've done. Now you come on and take the torch. And I commend his son, who is now taking the business a little bit further. And I can tell you, I don't think not one time Dad is mad and upset. You changed the format of what we had going on. Now you're making more money because you got a different business mindset.
Exactly.
Come on, son.
Improve on the foundation that's already there.
That's it.
Improve on it. Alex, what's on your heart, brother?
Big guy. I appreciate this platform that's been presented. And of course, I often always wonder how in the world I can be able to do things that can help others. And I heard a minute ago about, how we can be an influence on our youth. I tell you, I'm a deacon in church. Thank God, of course. I'm not bragging anything, nothing like that. I'm just excited about what I can do and what I had established at one time when I was much younger and a lot more energetic, that I target our youth to help them find a way, because we have so many single parents. And I actually put together a program where we actually went on camping trips went to the fair and stuff like that. I mean, that program was going so well, and it did very well. And I was so excited because I had to try to give something to the youth that didn't know what they were missing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, during Thanksgiving, I used to go to the homeless shelter and actually got permission to bring kids into my household to show them and give them pleasures that they would have never seen.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my children wasn't too excited about it. They say, because they felt like, Dad, why are you bringing all these kids home?
Yeah.
Because they ain't gonna never have what you have.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't even know the things that you know.
Yeah.
And they learn to adapt that. So when you start talking about what we're gonna do for our youth, I went out to Atlanta College at the Atlanta area tech,
mm-hmm.
and tried to implement a program where I can be able to help kids become mechanics by not pulling them out of the program, but actually allowing them to come and work, just part-time with me while I educate them and pay them at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't actually get them to really work with me like I wanted to, but that's just how hard I wanted to be able to give to my people. Now, mind me, big guy, everybody ain't gonna always do what you want to do, but if you got the right mindset in trying to help, you're gonna be able to help somebody. If you just have one or two, God knows you done did something that that they wouldn't have been able to do by themselves.
Exactly.
So I'm just always one that's thankful, and I'm so thankful for this platform that you all have put together, where you
Praise
can be able to reach out to those that probably just wouldn't have never been able to know of,
mm-hmm.
and knowing things and learning things that I didn't even know of. So I thank God every day for any opportunity to get another chance to do something that I didn't do the day before. Because
mm-hmm.
every day brings about a difference with everyone, and quite naturally, I want whatever I do to be a positive influence on whoever I may get an opportunity to be with or be connected to.
Mm-hmm.
So networking with one another is always helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Networking with one another is always helpful because we can have one another get better in every way if we give ourselves just a little bit of chance.
Exactly.
And I am gonna come out there to eat tomorrow too.
Absolutely.
I thank that young lady for feeding people. I mean that kind of stuff, man. It's just it's just so
priceless
positive to me, man.
Exactly. It's priceless. Let me no, go ahead, brother. Finish your thought, brother. Go ahead.
Oh, by all means. And I'm just thanking you all, man. I appreciate you in every way, my friend. That y'all allowed me to come in and be able to speak my mind and be able to share my thoughts and everything. And I appreciate Bishop Adams quite naturally, man. He's a big man. He's connected with a lot of people. Don't you fool yourself. He's got one that can tie people in together. And that's the kind of thing we need. People that got connection that can bring people together. Because, man, that's how we grow.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's how we grow. Exactly. We can't grow if we don't know.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And there's a lot of things going to get past you because things happen every day that we don't know of.
Mm-hmm.
But if you know somebody else that knows someone else that knows another, guess how we come together? That's how we get to know.
That's how we
do it. That's how we become better as a people. And I thank you once again, big guy.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, Alex. And that's the thing about it. I'm not selfish. I'm selfless.
Yeah.
I love helping people get to the next level.
Exactly.
I want to say this, and Raheem is sitting right here. The Black People United Global Network has decided to honor this man that I'm sitting right next to, the 2020 Black I Am Award, to Raheem Ashimi for most inspirational male show. To God be the glory.
To God be the
Your
glory.
labor is not in vain. Because I'm going to tell you what you're doing. You're connecting, bringing people together, talking about issues and real issues. And whether you know it or not, see, this man, he owns this right here. And he also has a network, a television program, a news program, where it's fake real news. Bringing to light the reality of what's going on in America. Contrary, and it started because Donald Trump was always saying that's fake news. So we decided to bring the realness and move it away from the fake and talk about the reality of what it is. And this is how God works with this man. And I don't know why he picked me to be one of the hosts, but I'm honored. I'm so honored that I get an opportunity to work with him and be on that network because it's not about him or me, it's about y'all.
Exactly.
And that's why he does this. To bring you to the awareness, talking business and talking issues Monday through Thursday and business on Friday.
Yeah.
And we have had some great business minds come together today.
Yes, sir.
And I'll tell you, I love Minister Neil. I love my boy Rico. Rico is cool, down to earth, my homie from Alabama. Hey.
Alabama.
That's
it.
it.
Lord.
Roll Tide. Anyway, and then my boy Leonard's not here today, but I'm going to give a shout out to him as well as Donald Toussaint. Kurt.
And my thing is, read that right there. We got the I wanted to veer in another direction just for a second, if we can, because the way I see it, if one of us is going through something, all of us are going through something. And so it seemed like our brother Donald is going through a little something right now. I'm not gonna put his business out there, but I think he's going through a little something right now. So Bishop, if you don't mind, I want you to lead us in prayer.
Okay.
For our brother.
All right. Heavenly Father, we come before you at this present hour. Lord God, you know all things, and you know what our beloved brothers are going through and sisters as well. We ask, Father God, that you give them a calmness as they go through their journey, Father God, and give them a powerful outlook, a very positive outlook on their situation. Lord God, we trust in you, and we will not lean to our own understanding. We will acknowledge you and let you direct our path. So as we move forward, Lord, bless everyone that's listening to the sound of our voice. Bless those that don't hear us, Lord God, that are going through something. And Lord God, bless this nation as we deal with this corona issue and who's going to help lead this nation to the next level. So Lord God, if you will hear our cry and take heed to our prayer, Father God, because we know all things work by your power and your might. This prayer we pray in your name, Christ Jesus. Amen.
Amen. So Donald Toussaint, brother. Amen. Donald Toussaint, just want to let you know, brother, if we're here if you need us, brother. I'm gonna reach out to you a little later on when the broadcast is over. I'm definitely gonna reach out. But if you need us, man, we're right here. Don't worry about what time it is. You need to call or whatever, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. My phone works. Give me a call. I promise you I answer. So when, like I said again, man, when one of us is going through something, all of us are going through something. And so that's what makes the family. That's what makes the family. Minister Neil, you back with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, what's on your heart, brother?
Oh man, I'm just listening to the fellowship.
Yes, sir.
And also the intelligent black people that we have on this panel today. They're speaking about business and how it direct some people who are caught between two opinions about if they think they should start it. And this is just giving them an inspiration to let them know that it can be done.
Yes.
It shall be done. And it's spoken in your life that it can and it will be done.
Come on.
So sometimes we have to speak it in our life as well. Sometimes we got to get our own self up and encourage ourselves.
Come on.
And that's in the word of God. But we got to understand something. God says,
man,
I provide the food, but you got to cook it. Come on now.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Come on. Come on. You got a refrigerator full of food, but you won't get out of bed. Something wrong.
Something wrong.
So this is the time right now. This is a very critical time for us because right now we're at a point right now that we got the resources. Even though they tried to cheat us out the resources, but look at God. Look how he switched this thing. I'm looking at election now. Not only has Georgia going blue, but Pennsylvania is now becoming blue.
Yeah.
Holy Ghost.
Yeah. Come on.
Come on. So we got it. We don't have too much longer. We don't have too much longer. So let's go ahead on and keep on and to everybody who has those ideas and those dreams, hey, see them through. See them through.
Amen. Amen.
See them through. Do not let that devil trick you and whisper in your ear that you can't do it.
That's right.
God is who we say he is, and he is who we say he is to you. So always remember that.
That's right. Oh, yes.
That's good. That's good.
Amen.
Man, look here.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Real quick, let me give recognition. I don't mean to cut you off. On this holy day, let us give recognition to the late Alabamian and Georgia representative, John Lewis. Y'all, I'm sure that Representative Lewis, back in the day, endured many things and many hardships.
Yes.
In business, as it relates to business. He was a married man. He had kids. Is that right?
Yes.
I'm sure his family did a lot of business. I met Representative Lewis many years ago when I was very young, and he was a really humble man to me. So let us remember him today as we see America turning blue for the Democratic Party. Not that we stand, for whatever side, but I just want to give recognition to him as we talk about business as well, because I'm sure black businesses back in the 60s, some of y'all might remember, I wasn't here then, but I'm sure y'all went through a lot. They went through a lot. So I want to recognize him.
Good deal. Good deal. Man, we're about to get out of here, fool. We got just a few more minutes. Tawanda, anything on your heart? Tawanda,
I had to unmute. Okay. I had to unmute. And it's just been a great show. I think this is something that if we talk about the journey of Black Friday and if it's a message to whatever your dream is, to keep doing it. I know that I can speak from experience from Black Friday. I know that 1 month in, 2 months in, 3 months in, we had a discussion, like nobody knows this besides from when we tell the story, that we was like, listen, it's not even beneficial at this point. It's not even worth it, because we felt like we had such something that was amazing that we knew would benefit the people, but people weren't utilizing it. And that's the message. I think the message for me, it was so confusing. Like over the last year, it's been so confusing to me, because the message has been, you have to give back to people. And I'm like, well, the message has been, I'm like, well, I can't even help myself right now. And the message was still the same. You need to help people. You need to put people before you. And I'm like, listen, I'm not in a position to put anybody before me, because I can't even help myself. And it's always been a mission. So one of the things that I love is the growth for Black Friday. And you have to realize, when I tell people that it takes time to develop, I mean, what are we in? Like, I can't even remember when we started, but I know we put some time in, we put some work in, and it took time. Yeah, it took time. It's days where we just had to really freestyle getting through the 2 hours. It's been times where we had some of the most brilliant people calling. It just depends, but I think it's been those days that really made Black Friday, because it was in those moments when we had no one, that we just came on and just talk to people and they could relate. I think one of the things that I love about my own self is that I have the ability to take information and break it down. That's what people say to me all the time. Like, I could take something that's really technical that people wouldn't even understand and make it in the simplest form that maybe a third grader could use it. And that's how I reach people, because you reach people at their level of where they are, and you go from that. But networking is one of the things that, as a Black community, it has to be the focus. I don't care who's in the White House. You could have anybody in the White House. I did see the Pennsylvania just turned blue, which is great, but let's be realistic. Either one of those people, listen to me. If anybody that listens to me today, it don't matter if Joe Biden is in there. It doesn't matter if Trump remains in there. What we need to do, we cannot focus on that. We need to focus on us. If you focus on the people in the government to hand you something, I'm telling you, they're not going to give you what you're worth. Okay, we've been in the pandemic for over a year. Almost a year now. The federal government has gave out $1,200 in a stimulus for almost a year. So we need to focus on not what someone is handing out to us, but what can we collectively do for ourselves. That's Black Friday. That's networking. That's adding on and expanding what you already have.
That's good. That's good. We got 5 more minutes before we get out of here. Let me go to Donna. Donna, anything on your heart before we get out of here?
I'm just so glad to be able to listen and learn. Greg, when you sent me that this morning saying tune in, I didn't know I was going to be blessed. And this platform here has really encouraged me. I feel so encouraged now to know all these people and what you guys are doing, and I really want to be a part of it. And I'm so happy to know that you're out there. I'm just encouraged. Like, I feel so much better now than I did before I got on. I see a glimpse of light. So I really appreciate y'all and what you're doing.
Good deal. To God be the glory. And know that we're here. The Morning Glow, huh?
Yeah.
The morning. Go ahead. Tell them.
No, go ahead. Say what you meant to say.
The Morning Glow is here every day, Monday through Friday, from 7 o'clock until 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So make sure y'all continue. We have different topics every day, and Friday we concentrate on business. But Monday through Thursday, we have we talk about a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
We tackle topics that a lot of people don't want to talk about, and sometimes they're tough topics.
Yeah.
But it's topics that needs to be talked about, that need to be addressed. And our main objective, our main goal is to help somebody along the way.
Yeah.
While helping ourselves.
That's it.
Bishop, what's on your heart?
Wednesday is Way Out Wednesday.
Yo, Lord.
You hear that term? Way Out Wednesday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my goodness. I'm going to tell you. But I do appreciate, everybody calling in. And we're going to connect. Donna, with your permission, I've given Raheem the number so he can give it to Wanda so y'all can connect. I've given Adrian's information out. So I appreciate everyone willing to share and be able to share the knowledge. But I'm going to say this because I posted something. I want y'all to, if you ever get a chance, to watch this movie, Antebellum, with Janelle Monáe. And I took, certain inserts from the movie and I posted it. And it made me think about what we're really facing. So someone says to me, you're a preacher. And why would you speak that? Because the reality is we still live through that.
Yeah.
They may not be putting the whip across our back. But they're still putting their foot on our neck and limiting our growth. That's why it's important for us. That's why it's so important for us to have a platform like this to connect us so we can move to the next level.
Come on.
And in church, let me tell y'all folks something. Christ ain't came back yet. We're preparing, but I'm still living. So while I'm living, I want to have, and I want to work so others can have. And everything with God is not a kumbaya, my Lord moment.
Come on.
See, I have to say that because folks think, well, preachers should only be praising and telling us to work in love. I do tell you to love. Love your enemies, but don't be a fool and let them give them a knife. How about that?
That's right.
So with this situation we got going on right now, and when I heard Mr. Trump, the president, say to the white supremacist group, stand down and stand by. Now, this election, it ain't no joke. And I've never seen a president. I've been here for a whole bunch of presidents. I've been around here for a while.
A long time.
And I've never seen a president act like this and saying, I ain't going to leave the White House. Man, you going to get out one way or the other. But here's the deal. He's trying to petition the Supreme Court to stop them from counting the ballots. And if everything had been in his favor, I bet he wouldn't have said that.
No.
So when you ask me, and I bring to the light the reality, don't walk around here with your eyes wide shut. I'm saved and sanctified, and I'm ready to go to heaven. Because you die don't guarantee you're going to make it to the kingdom, folks.
Come on.
You got to live a life in order to get there. You mess around, I died. Right. Everybody that died and went to heaven, man, that's something. So he don't care if he killed your brother, sister, cousin, or friend. He don't care if they lied on you. They don't care if they stole from you. They still going to heaven. I might as well stop serving God. I'm telling the truth. I might as well stop serving God because I'm making all these different sacrifices for him. And if everybody going to walk in, let me go and walk in.
Come on.
I heard Peter say, if the righteous scarcely be saved, what shall the sin and ungodly appear? So I'm going to talk from this platform and everywhere I can to talk about how we as a black people need to come together, get our mind right, get our heart right, so we can do right and be right. And if we're going to talk business, let's talk business, support one another, encourage one another, so we as a people can get to the promised land.
Come on now. On that note,
I want to thank my wife.
You made me late, Bishop.
What?
Bishop, that made me late because I couldn't leave. When he started talking about Bishop, you made me late, Bishop. Bishop out there talk to your people, Bishop.
You got to tell the truth. I want to thank my wife too.
Yeah.
She called in the other day, and she's listening today.
Oh, she listening?
Oh yeah, she listening.
Tell the phone work now.
Man, let me tell you something. Man, please. I love my wife. Hey, she listened, but she been doing so many great things, and she been helping so many folks. And this week, man, she has just passed out so much food to so many different folks, man. Okay. I'm like, I thank God for her. She is a very, very great woman. On Sunday, she has the floor, and she'll be speaking to the sisters. So tune in to Restoration in Christ International Ministries to hear some words from my wife.
Come on.
Because she's going to be talking to the sisters about things that they need to hear. And I thank God for my beautiful queen, Jacqueline
and
LaVere Boyd Adams.
And ladies, don't y'all forget about DKM Media Group Heels, HEELZ. Y'all go join that group. That's just for y'all. That's just for y'all now. It's called Heels for a reason because it's a woman thing.
Yeah.
Heels, HEELZ.
Yeah.
DK. So find the group, and y'all join that group, and y'all fellowship amongst each other. That's what it's for. Now,
and help us get this program out. Tell everybody. Tell your mama, your pa. Even call the folks in Arkansas.
That brother rapping. DJ Reynolds rap. DJ Reynolds rap. I tell you. DJ Reynolds rapping today, boy.
Go ahead.
DJ Reynolds. What's going on at 3 o'clock today?
At 3 o'clock, if you have missed this program in its entirety, you can tune in at 3 p.m. and catch it in its entirety on www.dkmmediagroup.com.
Good deal. Now, see, Rico, that's a slick fella. Rico is slick fella. I was going to go to him and tell him to pray, but he hung up. He just hung up the line.
Yeah, he know.
He just hung up the line. Let me see who we're going to get to pray out today.
Ain't Minister Neil still here?
Minister Neil still on the line? Yeah, he's still there.
Let him pray. It's his birthday.
Hey, look at, oh, Lord. See, look at that. Minister Neil, see how he threw you up under the bus, man? You see that, don't you?
Hey, I was over here. I was over here shouting a little dust out of the carpet. That man was going in a little bit there. Hey, I almost converted back to my deacon days. I was like, hey, let me run across. I gotta run across the church a little bit. I was about to shout a little dust out the carpet. You better go ahead over and walk tall on them now. You don't walk in heaven now. Hey, you don't know I'm over here. My feet hopping a little bit right now. Yes, sir. All right, man. Hey, it don't much for me. I tell them in a minute, it don't take much.
Yes, sir.
Oh, all I gotta do is think about it.
Yes, sir.
Help me, Holy Ghost. Oh, yeah. That was good, man. I mean, that was real good. I was sitting there quietly, just listening.
Yes, sir.
Just listen. Sometimes you gotta listen when the word is going forward and he's being manifest.
Yes, sir.
I don't know about y'all, but King Jesus was riding this morning now. I don't know about Black Friday, but King that little segment when Bishop King Jesus was riding. So I was just doing my thing. I said,
yes, sir.
It don't take me much.
Yeah, he riled up. Man, y'all riled each other up this weekend.
He did it to me yesterday.
Yeah, he did. Oh, prayers out, brother.
Yeah, well, hold for 1 minute. Let me do this right quick. All right. Hey, let's seek the cross. Help me, Holy Ghost. Let's seek the cross.
Jesus.
Let's seek the cross. My. I just want to reiterate. I know he was saying about Brother Donald, and he said he feel like he had some issue that was going on. We want to just let him know that he's not walking alone. And as we go to this cross, we got to understand that it starts at the cross. It ends at the cross. Whatever problems you may have, and you think you might have when you let's get to the cross. It's where God's on it. But he's not there anymore. He's with us. And again, let's bow down. Oh, Father God, we come to you at this time, Lord, thanking you just for another day. We're thanking you for this man of God that has come forward, Father God, and give us a closing remarks of a powerful word. Lord, we want to thank you for DKM Radio associate groups and the things that they were doing in the community and these powerful people that have assembled here to let you know that you're still alive, that you still reign supreme, that you're still on the throne, that you're still who you say you are, that you are the king, that you are the majesty, that you are a savior, that you are a provider. Lord, we're thanking you right now for King Jesus. Lord, we're thanking you right now that you assemble us to praise your holy name and precious name. Lord, we give you all the honor and all the glory. And Lord, we ask you right now that each and every one that hears the tone of my voice, that not only do you give me the opportunity to give praises unto you, but we give praises unto each and every one that is on this panel today, because it's by your will and by your grace that they are here. So we ask you right now to continue to strengthen them and to continue to keep them. And we thank you for all that you have done and what that you continue to do. In the blessed sweet name of King Jesus, I do pray. Amen, amen, and amen.
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 Y'all done took me over for 6 minutes, man. Y'all done took me over for 6 minutes. I'll tell you what. These people are gonna charge us for this extra 6 minutes. They're gonna charge us for this extra 6 minutes. Listen, I'm looking at
well, we send a check to. You know what? Now it's time to send some checks in because we talking business and God. So where do we send a check to?
Hey, look here. Now I ain't gonna never pass no opportunity. Hey, Cash App DKM Radio. Cash App DKM Radio. Cash App DKM Radio. That's all you have to do. Mm-hmm. And
okay, how much are you broadcast?
Huh?
How much are you broadcast? I'll pay for a broadcast for you.
No.
Tell the man. Tell
Adam.
Hey, I tell you what, I'm gonna let Raheem reach out to you, and he'll let you know how much it was.
Okay.
So I'll let Raheem do that.
All right.
Yeah, and the reason why I paused because I don't like putting information like that over the air. And I like kind of keep that, I don't know. And that's the reason why I paused like that.
Worries.
Okay. But listen, it is now 10:07. It's time for us to get out of here for today. It's been a great broadcast. I want to thank everybody for joining us, and more than that, I want to thank you for allowing DKM Media Group and associates to be a part of your morning. It is 10:07. You're about to exit the Morning Glow, but before you go, I want you to do me 2 favors, if you will. 1, I want you to continue to pray for us because we're certainly praying for each and every one of you. Number 2, why this is real simple. I want you to go out there, find somebody, and give them a hug because you never know. It could be the only hug that they get, or it could very well be their last. Love you, and ain't nothing you could do about it. Have a great day and a better tomorrow. Do we shine this light on you from the Morning Glow? Take it out there into this wicked and cruel world that we live in and let your light so shine. Y'all do me one favor if you don't mind. Go out there, find somebody. Give them some love. You just might find some love in return. Y'all have a great day. Love ya.
Good.